just a small heads up before we just carry on. The pre-stream is just going to go ahead by another 5 minutes, as basically a couple of things have just come up. So after this song, it's going to be 5 minutes. So it'll be like one more full song, and that will when we start. Lay! Awesome job, Blade. Okay guys, next song and we're starting. When the damn thing loads up. There we go.
So fast we deliver to the future land. For the growing world of
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has hit 0, and the song is done. You know what that means? It's time for some fun. Alright, just to give me one momento, just getting things put into position with one last thing. And there we go. Alright, I'll just get the team assembled. Hello, team!
Hello!
Hi.
Hi, everybody! So, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Don't look so scared. Anyway, everyone, welcome to Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. So, we're here live on Monday once again with episode number 22 of our lovely adventure. Isn't this great?
Double twos.
Yes. Alright, so I am Brownie, your dungeon master for tonight. And joining us is the ragtag crew as you know them and love them. We have Mugbeard Raven.
Hello.
We have Zelion, that's Del.
Oi, everybody.
We've got Trilly, that's Aeon.
Hiya.
We've got Magnus, that's Chopper.
Yo.
We've got Secton, that's Secton.
Hi.
Which one is his username? Which one's his character? Only you can tell. And we also have Topaz, that's Lena.
Hola.
And you do see we have Ursula partially in this. She will be joining us later. She's just finishing up with Verk. Oh wait, I think she's actually here.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, because we just started.
Yeah, we've just
Literally just started.
Yep.
get your breath
Still
back.
in uniform and everything, you guys. Hello.
Hello. Okay, and last but not least, we have Ursula. That's Heidi.
Smurf,
Heidi.
I'm here.
All right.
Hello.
You just get your breath back. Don't worry about it. We're literally just starting.
I am so sorry, everybody. With
No.
the snow on the roads being as they are, I had to drive slow to get here. But I'm
No,
here,
no.
so-
Do not apologize. It's fine. It's okay. The major thing is you got home safe and sound.
Yes.
As safe as can be. Yeah.
Yes. And
Still alive.
Yeah.
Snarf? She isn't Snarf? No, she's not Snarf. We know what happened to him.
I said Smurf when I came in. I thank you very much.
Egad,
That
Snarf.
means I'm blue.
Double D, double die.
No. Fuck you.
I love that song. That's one of my old childhood. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for perception check?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I'm ready.
Here we go. So, last time on perception check, the mighty team sitting in the city of Helix had been acquainted with an old familiar foe in the form of Diction, a member of the Black Quill. Or the Black Pen. Fuck. I got mixed up. I'm tired. I've been awake since 3 o'clock pushing cages. Give me a break. I didn't get one.
Hey, if I need to relax, you do too.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Diction, a member of the Black Pen. And his mighty Ekal, Ventus. As the team were trying to get themselves prepped up and ready to go, they found with the help of Enig setting up a cannon with the sweet charmer of Magnus, and a little bit of work of selling a potion to a potion mage from Zelion, that the team managed to acquire a couple of benefits for themselves, only to then be greeted a bit of time later by the appearance of Diction and Ventus. After a bit of a long, strong battle, as the team were fighting their way through the mighty predicament that they had, with Trilly even getting held in place for quite some time, just as things were looking bleak, Diction managed to warp out with the help of a Finder's Stone, leaving poor Ventus to fight all by himself. The team managed to take down the pet of Diction, but whether he would return is another matter. The team are now recuperating after that battle at the entrance of the southern gate of the city of Helix. And that is where we are picking up. So, team, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, so you guys, so all of you are now relaxing yourselves at the southern gate. Right now, we have the sight of Mugbeard, who is still sitting on top of the dead carcass that is Ventus, the Echowl. Secton is obviously still sitting on top of the barricaded wall, with Topaz sitting right there, and everyone else is on the lower level, gazing at the sight as Magnus is... Secton is now only just joining the Roll20! Secton, did you forget to log in?
Yeah.
Do you want a cookie? Do you want a cookie?
I'm alright.
Okay, you can have a bro pat though. Pat. We care here at George Hard.
Yes, we care. Hey.
Wait, you killed the burb, not the meta pigeon. They have not killed the meta pigeon. For clarification, they killed the Echowl that belonged to Diction. Anyway, so at this point, Magnus, you're sitting by the cannon after obviously your recent escapade, and every one of you, every one of you is just taking it easy. So at this point, Enig comes from the southern gate area, hearing all the kerfuffle. Because of him being the short-statured type of figure, he's only just arrived, and you can see him coming from the side where Magnus is on that side. And all you just hear is just this. Right! Where is he? He's here! I know he is! Where's the little bastard?
He's right over there by the cannon.
Oh! Okay, I mean the other one! Wow, 10 minutes in, we already have a slam. Okay! No, not that one! He may be a tall, lanky... Speaking of tall, lanky, what's eating you, pal? You look like somebody just pissed in your cereal.
You might as well have!
Sorry.
Not you!
Oh.
Did I miss something? And he looks around the corner at the sight of Mugbeard, who's sitting on top of the Echowl, and he just looks and goes, "Oh, you took care of one pest, but where's the other one?"
The other one got away!
What?
He got away. He pulled a gem out from underneath his shirt and threw it on the ground. It exploded it. And he disappeared like a fart in the wind.
Yeah, Magnus wasn't quick enough.
What
You
an
get stabbed
analogy.
because that's how you get stabbed.
I actually like that. That was actually a good one. I gotta admit, it was good.
Alright. Oh, I saw Secton move at this point.
Yeah, I'm hopping down the wall here.
Alright, Secton, make an acrobatics check for me, please. You are technically jumping from a wall.
Oh,
I'm
wasn't
just
it, wasn't it like slanted down there?
Wait, I'm just gonna.
I'll say it is, but you are technically sliding into the sight of a giant burb that's sitting in front of you, so you have to make an acrobatics to try and either aim for the burb or slide right past it. 16. You managed to avoid slamming into the giant dead carcass, but as you slide by the large beak area, and you can officially see where the mark that Mugbeard struck it down, and you can see where its giant vulture-like beak is. You can see it's looking rather crooked at this point as you slide down. You sort of slide down and sort of land near the feet of Ursula. And Enig looks over and just goes, "So I see you found a use for my cannon."
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you nearly killed everybody.
Nearly.
Yeah.
I didn't kill everyone.
What do you mean, nearly killed everyone? What did you do? What did he do?
You
He
remember
filled it
that?
with my ball bearings I gave him, and they scattered all up over the place.
For the record, only
Ouch.
3 of you got hit.
Only
Yeah,
three.
it's not
Only
that
3.
side, goddammit! And it still stings like a mother.
It was like a sandbag hitting you.
Yeah, and I'm a human. You're a half-orc. What do you think a sandbag is gonna feel like to a human? It probably feels
I'm
like a
half
mountain
human.
to you. So?
I just kind of.
to catch my breath.
Okay.
You alright over there, Trilly?
Yeah, those fucking things hurt a lot more when you can't dodge.
Enoch sort of walks over and he just sort of looks over the lot of you. It's just sort of like an inspection to take a look at the lot of you for a minute. He sort of just puts his arms crossed and just sighs and goes, "Well, the fact you all survived, I'd have to say that's a mighty impressive. I mean, most of the people here normally died to those scorpions, so to be honest, the fact you guys survived something a lot probably bigger and more dangerous than that bloody piece of filth, I'd say that's
We've already
impressive."
killed one of those things before.
You have?
Yeah, that's how we knew how to kill it so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, Topaz and Secton, this is the first you're now hearing of these guys who have managed to take on the second time they've taken on an Ekal.
I should mention, though, the first one was smaller.
Did Magnus almost kill everybody with that one too?
No. No, actually. I was the one that killed the first one.
Wasn't it? Well, I think it was actually Zermus who killed it, I think, off the top of my head. Of course, the episode's lost, so we don't know.
No, I stabbed it through the speaker.
Yeah, but I think it was Zermus that got the final.
Yeah, it was, yeah. You attacked the wing, and you dislodged it, and Zelion was going to go for the final blow, but Zermus got it. I'm sure, that's the way I remembered. Yeah, you downed it to the floor, and Zermus got the kill with Magic Missile.
I wish I could have seen that. Or
Yeah. If we can somehow find the video, we'll see what we can do, but if it is lost, I can only apologize. But
I thought you said that somebody had it, but you had an issue with uploading it to YouTube.
yeah, but we'll talk about that afterwards. This is on stream. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's on stream. Anyway, so he sort of looks over and goes, "Well, the fact you're alive, not bad." And he actually walks over to you, Trilly, with his arms crossed and goes, "You alright there, Missy? You look like you took the worst of it."
I think I'd have taken a lot more if it wasn't for rescue. Thanks.
Just be grateful you got allies who look out for you. And he sort of glares over at the Ekal at this point. And he sort of walks over slowly to it. And it's then that he looks over the lot of you and goes, "So, what do you think we should do with this thing?"
I'd say cook it and eat it.
Can you eat that?
We can only try.
Make a nature check, Magnus.
I was about to say...
Yeah, I'll say in this scenario, Magnus make a nature. Ursula, if you want to help him, you can do. If you want the roll as well, or if you want to give him advantage.
I'll give him advantage.
Alright.
I'll roll again then.
I don't trust it.
Oh, wow.
I'll take the first one, which is an 18.
No. Yeah, 18. Yeah. You get the idea that it's sort of got the ideal physique of what looks like a standard pigeon or maybe a vulture. But because it's your first time seeing this and the idea, you're not exactly sure how it will go. You just know that you have a comfortable way to maybe cook it.
Is an alcohol edible, by the way?
Tastes like chicken.
Well, we should probably eat around the speakers for a start.
They can just remove the wings and the speakers.
Yeah, we can use the speakers for something nice.
Like a bowl.
Like playing music.
You want to send
The
music?
electric lute.
You want to... You want to...
At that moment, I pull out my lute after withdrawing my daggers.
Okay.
Speaking of lutes.
What about... you see him swaying a little bit, sort of like, "I hear music. Or is that your bard friend?"
That's my bard friend.
The bard friend. Bard friend! Buddy friend! Special friend! And Enid
I can only hear somewhat from the distance I'm at.
Fair enough. So this way, Enid sort of looks over and goes, "Right. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'm gonna go report to the mayor about this whole thing. So, I just need to clarify. The bird is dead, and the creep got away."
Fortunately, yeah.
So does that mean he's gonna come back?
It's a possibility.
Yep.
Did you at least do a number on him?
Yes, we did.
That's all the news I needed to hear. Thank you, Tabaxi?
It's Topaz.
Topaz. My apologies, you have to forgive. I'm not too familiar with meeting Tabaxi.
It is all right.
Now, anyway, I'll let you guys decide what you want to do. You wanna cook this thing, keep hold of it or whatever. Do what you want with it. I'm just gonna go report to the mayor about the situation and we'll take care of this. And, tell you
I
what.
think I'll join you in that one.
Alright, come on then, pal. Probably best to get your side of the story, too. Alright,
Alright.
so as you guys are heading down the southern entrance, you guys walk past, obviously everyone else there, and you make your way towards the market square. Before we get to there, what's everyone else doing at this point?
Good question.
I'm gonna quick look over the echo, see if there's anything interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over toward the statue over here and just kind of stare at it for a bit.
Alright.
Yeah. Playing my lute, just kind of glancing over at the statue myself.
Okay. In this case, just to get this out the way, Sexton, I want you to make an investigation check. Ursula and Zelion, both make a history check for me, please.
Okay.
History check is
Yep.
+8.
Oh, wow. So 10 for Zelion. Oh, no, 10 for Sexton, 12 for Zelion. Bloody hell.
Hold on.
+8 for
Plus 8?
You have +8 for history? Bloody hell!
Jesus!
So we got Sexton with a great in Arcana. We got Zelion with this. Topaz, I think, has athletics.
Mm-hmm.
You're all nuts!
Well, I've got the saving throws.
Let me check something on athletics just for craps and laughs.
Go ahead. Well, before...
Oh my
okay.
fucking
So 5. Okay, so Ursula, you look over the statue, and you're not too familiar on who the figure is. The only thing you can tell from your perspective is it's sort of like a regal figure, but that's the only thing you can tell of it. Zelion, you're a bit the same, that you're not exactly sure. However, you are at least familiar with at least a figure from the old cities of Helix. You're not exactly sure how far back it goes, but the only thing you know is that he has a sort of satchel that goes across his chest. And that is a, shall we say, a symbol of King Urmdi.
King Urmdi?
Yeah, U-R-N-D-Y.
U-R-N-D-Y?
Yes.
By the way, I made my check in athletics as a +2.
Why? Urmdi.
Yeah.
Acrobatics is a +6.
Bloody hell.
With
Alright. Anyway.
So,
So Sexton, investigation in there. As you look over the Echo, you glance over it, and as you do, you sense a bit of a weird presence about it. You're not entirely sure what's putting you off about it, but it does seem something that doesn't seem familiar to the region, if that makes sense. You also do find it as well that there is also a small insignia on its beak. But because of the damage done by Mugbeard, it's hard to tell exactly what it is. Alright. Is anyone else doing anything? Feel free to fill in blanks here. Don't leave me with all this.
I'm going to sleep on top of the echo.
Okay.
actually, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go over to Trilly and check on her.
Okay. So as you make your way, as you make your way over, Trilly, you look over and you see the sight of the Tabaxi paladin walking towards you. You see that she's got a nice, comfortable look to her and such. Topaz, make a medicine check for me.
Okay, let me double check something here. Okay.
Yes, hi.
Medicine is +3 with a proficiency.
Is the proficiency already added in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do D&D Beyond, the proficiency is added to the number that you are proficient in, so you just add what's there.
Okay.
Echoes are basically fluffy pillows. How do you know? I created the creature. Yeah, I would say, Mugbeard, you actually begin to get kind of comfortable as you nestle against the sort of whitish feathers that are situated on its back. You actually feel it's quite comfortable. It's almost similar to like being in a nice comfy bed in a nice classy house.
Well,
There must be
like I'm
one
saying
fluffy. There must be one fluffy pillow.
It's so fluffy. It's so fluffy.
That must be one of those European style pillows.
Anyway, Topaz, that medicine check?
Yeah. Hang on, see here.
Pop.
Okay. Now I have a proficiency with medicine as well.
It should be added to Beyond, so all you do is just roll a d20 and add the number that's next to medicine.
3. Okay,
Yep.
so +3. There we go.
7. Ugh. Oh dear. As you look over, it's hard to really get a good look at Trilly, but you can tell that she's not exactly feeling too great after being paralyzed for some time, but that's the only thing you can really tell out of her for the moment at a glance.
Okay, well then, I would like to ask Trilly how she's doing.
Go ahead. Your moment. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Trilly, are you alright?
Yeah, fine, I guess.
You should rest.
Yeah, probably not a bad.
yeah, Kyle is really comfy.
You guys just look over and you see that there's Mugbeard who's just spruced across this. Just his feet kicking up against the neck. He's just there. Just like, ah.
I'm gonna roll my eyes.
I kind of.
You know what? I don't think I want to eat that if he's going to sit on it.
Personally, I would have facepalmed, but I'm not there.
I look a little bit closer. Mugbeard, is that blood on your ass?
Nope, that's wine.
And he finds
What
out.
did he say?
He said it might be wine. No, he said it's wine.
Scratch that, it's blood.
Yeah, Mugbeard, you sort of pat your own ass, and you just sort of feel this sort of wet splodge on your ass. You're just like, what is that?
Why did you get stabbed in the ass?
You look and you actually see that the
Not
feather.
mine.
Yeah, you actually.
Here's that.
Yeah.
Blood might be your frickin' cannon.
Would you say that this relationship is canon?
Oh,
Oh my fucking god, Brad.
God.
The DM made the.
Oh God.
No, get back! No, come back! Come back! I'm sorry. I'm allowed one.
It's an audible smack when he face palms
Oh
as
dear
hard as
God.
possible.
Oh dear God. I think the DM has turned into Shugo.
You
We're
see,
screwed.
you see the echo. You see the echo just by. You just go relationship canon. Cool. It's the bird's fault. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, okay, yeah. So, as this is going on, I would say before we move on, is anyone else doing anything else?
Mm-mm.
Alright. So, Magnus, as you're walking back towards the market square, in fact, let's go right back to Helix, everybody. So as you make toward the market square, You see that a couple of the guards are sort of patrolling around, just keeping their eyes peeled. They look over, and as they see Enig with you, they sort of salute Enig, obviously, because, you know, higher superior and such. You see a couple of them are sort of tweaking around, trying to fix, like, some of the cobblestones that have been knocked out from the battle that you had with the Scorpions on the previous day. You see, obviously, like, some of the looking over the houses and the stalls that are there as well. You hear a couple of them slightly talking about, like, the extent of the damage, but you don't really get much more sense than that. Enig just sort of looks over you and goes, battles are a terrible thing, aren't they?
Yep.
No, at this point, it's just Magnus.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are still there because Magnus went off. That's why I asked if anyone else was doing anything.
Oh, I did. Oh, I thought we were all leaving.
No. It's just Magnus.
Yes.
It was just Magnus at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went off to give a report to the mayor.
Yeah, everyone just looks over at Zelion at this point, like, who are you?
I just have a question for the DM.
Go ahead.
What time is it within game?
Right now, that's a good question, actually. Right now it is coming up to about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
No, that's a fair point.
Thank you.
No worries. So Enid just looks over at you and goes, this must be a sight you've seen too many times, okay? Magnus?
What?
Yeah,
You're spacing out.
He's talking.
Yes.
You alright there, lad?
Just pissed.
Hey, you know what they always say. If it makes you feel any better, there's an old motto my daddy used to tell me.
Is it stab people who got away eventually?
Well, besides that one. The obvious one I could say to help you out, lad, is this. When the big prize gets away from a fisherman's catch, there's always that bigger one to look forward to.
Yes. And the next one. And when I find Diction again, I'm just going to bring his head back here and put it on a pike.
I would like it if people could still visit the city, but that'd be a tempting offer. But anyway.
Still, putting head on a pike would be nice. Put it on the wall.
Well, this city's been on a peaceful streak for a while. That's why many people don't normally survive this place, because not many people are great with a sword or an axe. So, not to be on the rude end, that's why you don't really see much on the, shall we say, outskirts for intimidation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we could just paint a big picture of a face going boo. That might be an idea. Sorry. It's what one of the kids told me before. They said we should try that. Maybe it scared the scorpions away. Kids. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're just following him, Magnus?
Yeah, I follow.
Alright. So you make your way over towards the beacon. And as you make your way there, you see the traditional sight of the guards outside still there. They appear to be the only guards who haven't gone off into the city. And as you make your way there, you see that one of the other guards is talking with Lorna, who's actually outside instead of inside the castle. She's sort of talking with one of the guards. You see her sort of moving her hand around. She points towards the entrance where you guys are as if to give an instruction, and you see the guard bow and rush in that direction. At this point, he actually looks up and he gasps and goes, Enig is here, your highness. And you see Lorna just look up and she just sort of gasps a bit in surprise. And she looks and sees the sight of the two of you, but her face droops a little bit when she sees you.
Oh, God.
Not like complete disappointment, but I think she's just still a little annoyed. She sort of turns to face you as you guys walk in, and you see Enig walk in first and goes, your lordship. We have returned from the field, or rather, I made it there and it had already finished. And Lorna just sort of goes, so the battle is over. Tell me, What happened?
I fought the Black Pen member to a standstill and nearly killed him. He took a gem out from underneath his shirt and threw it on the ground and disappeared.
I see.
We did, however, kill his bird.
So that means he's without a transportation, at least.
He could probably make another one or summon another one. There is a chance he may come back, but not for a while. His wounds were very, very bad.
So you must have done a rather number on him. But you said that you...
If he hadn't thrown that gem down, I probably would have killed him.
Tell me, what exactly was this gem, anyway?
It was red, slightly pulsing. When he threw it on the ground, he disappeared. It looked like a form of teleportation.
I'll say, Magnus, make an Arcana check. Because remember, you're a fighter. You don't really know much for magic.
That's gonna be a -1. If I roll a high number for this,
16. That's not bad. That's still something, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you at least understood. Yeah. So Magnus, you at least understood that it was a form of teleportation magic. But you're not entirely sure on the style, as in whether it was a quick out of there or whether it's to a faraway place. You can't exactly depict it at the top of your head.
Alright, in order to get more detail on the gem, odds are we'd have to get Secton down here.
Well, Secton is quite diverse with Arcana.
Indeed, he actually saved my life during that fight.
He
I
did?
think you were secting a drink.
I owe him many.
Well, I'd say at this point it probably is a cause for maybe a little bit of reprieval.
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. He didn't say when he'd be back, like he did the last time when he flew off into the sunset. But there is a chance he may come back. I'd recommend getting the walls repaired as soon as possible.
Well, it wasn't
exactly. If you want, we can send a messenger to Hope Key and get extra reinforcements from there.
You know, that was actually what I was thinking of doing. I was tempted to do that, but what about the rest of you, though? Are you going to be heading back to Hope Key, though? Are you going to be sticking around, though?
We're going to be... Honestly, I do... Personally, I'll be sticking around for a while. I don't know about the rest of them, but I will be staying. I want to rest, get some, get my armor fixed, and then going back. And then odds are, after that happens, if he hasn't shown up by that point, I'll be leaving again. But if he shows up again, don't hesitate to send a messenger after me.
Specifically for you, you would singly come back for this?
To get my revenge from what happened to my men? Absolutely.
Your men?
He revealed something to us that day. He convinced my closest friend, Corestone, to betray us. To betray them on a mission. He had them... Corestone killed every single one of my men. And then after that happened, Diction killed Corestone. I am going to get my revenge, even if it's the last thing I do.
As you're saying this, Enig actually comes up to you, and he actually pats you on the back gently and goes, "Now I understand your vendetta, lad. I'm sorry if it looked a little bit out of it, but don't let anger completely cloud your vision. I understand vengeance is a major necessity for what you're wanting to get, but if you let that be the only vision that you have for yourself, you'll fail to see everything else. Just take my words to heart, lad, alright?"
If I see him again, there's not going to be any mercy. Just like there wasn't any today.
You see Lorna...
It's just going to be bloodshed.
You see Lorna just sort of sigh a bit and goes, "Understood. I guess that makes it clear. So, If I can at least recommend something, we were planning to get those walls fixed after you guys had finished up. Sounds like we'd get there a little quicker.
Oh, yeah. Battle's over for now. If you want to start the repair process, now is the time.
Make a persuasion check.
I think it's still -1.
That's
I have not changed my rolls this whole time. No, it's 0. Okay, good.
not bad, at least. 11.
The one time I rolled down.
Yeah, well, at least it's at least it's
It's a high number at least.
She sort of ponders a bit and goes, I'll take that to consideration. I think for right now, it's best if you guys get yourself rested. Just in case. But, here's what I'm thinking, if you'll allow me a suggestion of a plan.
Alright.
You said that we wanted to get messengers to try and get some help to fix up our walls.
No, most likely, I was thinking more reinforcements.
Well, they're both the same thing when you look at it.
Fair point.
If you guys are planning on heading out, maybe you guys can go to visit Titanus, get the help and give him the situation. I think it would actually give him a state of mind, considering we haven't been able to send a message since you guys even arrived. So I don't even know how he's feeling. So if anything else, plus, there's no telling if Diction will come back. If this
His wounds were very, very bad. Most of them I can inflicted on myself. Most were deep cuts and stabs, but there was a couple of frost damage from Secton. You're lucky to have him.
That's like
You just did that and ruined the moment.
who did burp? Who burped?
That
was
was
Ruined the freaking moment. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
You hear that all the way in the city.
It's like those cartoon gags. Burp. Who did that?
What the hell was that? That wasn't the echo.
Uh,
God, the Tabaxi's drinking again.
Wait, the Tabaxi drinks? I didn't think she did that. Wait.
Leah's broken. I think Slade and the chick is broken as well. He's dying.
The Tabaxi can't breathe. Make a constitution. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright.
I was giving Secton a compliment.
I'll be honest, I generally thought that was like the anime moment where you mentioned his name and he just sort of does that sneeze off screen like, achoo! Something's talking about me.
Oh, yeah. That...
Yeah. Whereas in our universe, you mention someone's name and you hear a burp.
He's using right now.
Anyway, serious faces. That was.
By the way, blame Pepsi.
Yeah, fair enough. Blame Pepsi. Not sponsored. Anyway.
By Coke.
Yeah, fuck
I haven't had a
Pepsi.
good laugh like that in a while.
Anyway.
Everybody.
Hashtag blame Pepsi, please.
Hashtag blame Pepsi. Anyway, serious.
Do it now.
Serious. Oh, that's a highlight. We're definitely making that a highlight after this. Anyway.
Thank everybody. Good night.
No, wait, come back. Anyway, so you see her just sort of think for a moment. Magnus, I'm gonna ask you an incredibly big thing, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna regret this.
And that is?
I want you to take the shard back to Hope Key and run.
Are you serious?
As much as I would love to say, I would love it be no better than to leave these walls. I think the longer it stays here, the longer my city is in trouble. The longer my city becomes a target. Those bugs is something we can fix. I mean, we've got Bash, and we've obviously got the...
I like Bash, by the way. He's funny.
Oh, Bash is a charm to him.
Yeah. Also, he's gonna be. Also, where was he in that fight?
Oh, I actually had him go up the north area, just in case, because in order to get them out of the city, we had to lead them up the north towards, obviously, the side of the bridge.
Was he grumbling about not being able to fight an Neck Owl?
Ironically enough, he kind of was.
Because that's what I kind of promised him in order to get him into the fight.
Of
course,
sure...
I still don't have to pay him.
I'd say, well, yeah, that is something. I mean, you'd have to organize some...
Again, he did say, oh, no.
Yeah, you are right. Anyway, we'll sort out him later.
Yeah, later. Let's not do that now.
But
let's go.
I want you to take the shard of Catalyst away with you. I want you to go back to Hope Key and leave it there with Titanus, or you keep it with you. I'm not asking a lot, but
I accept.
Without even hesitation?
If it keeps the city safe, there is no hesitation. I don't want any more casualties.
All right. In that case, stay the night, get your strength back, and first thing in the morning,
I'll be honest with you, my lady. I didn't get hurt much. I'm still at full strength.
Well, what about the rest? What about the rest of your companions, though?
They are a different story.
Then, if anything else, maybe if not for yourself, maybe it's best if you look after your companions. You said you didn't want to see anyone else hurt, after all.
Yeah, true enough. I did fire that cannon pretty recklessly.
You know, I'm suddenly beginning to regret my decision.
Hey, it helped, and we did end up...
You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, that's is that Oh, great! We're hearing a meta crow now, and we're hearing a meta duck. I'm just thinking of any bird here.
The meta dove.
Meta dove.
The meta hawk.
Yes,
the
Metacritic.
The Metacritic. Hello, I'm the Metacritic. I review it so you don't have to.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Now let's take a look at the city of here. No, okay.
Anyway.
She sort of sighs a bit and just sort of... Alright. Just get yourself rested up. Do what you gotta do. But, and I mean this as no disrespect to you, Magnus, it'd be best if you guys leave at the early morning's light, the moment you get the chance.
I understand completely. Believe me, that was actually my plan that was actually my plan anyway. This was plan X, in case I actually got the shard, but you get the point. Anyway, I accept the shard into my hands.
Very well. We will gather it for you, and we will bring it to you first thing in the morning.
What? Mind if I ask how big it is?
Well, the best way I could put it, it's basically like a little necklace shard. You know, like how people carry like how people have those earrings and they sometimes have those fancy gems off them.
Yes. Those weren't very popular in the battlefield, considering they would get caught on something and you could easily get your head cut off.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's one way to put it, but I think they were more used for ballrooms and things when it's looking nice rather than a battlefield.
I apologize, my lady. I am a warrior at heart, and the only thing I think of is mostly battle.
Say no more. That explains so much. But anyway,
I mean, I was a general of the Great Orc Army.
I could tell. Anywho, I need to get things prepped up and things, and I need to get some preparations ready. If anything else, just the town in a way is your home for the night. Sadly, I would ask you, I mean, if you could pay for the services for tonight to give us a bit of fun to try catch things up, that would be...
I understand completely.
I happily...
Luckily, your blacksmith happened to sell me a lot of... paid me a lot for that armor I brought him.
Titan's a generous old fool when you get to know him.
He's also a half-orc, so we had that in common.
That might be why he liked you. Anyway,
Maybe.
I must get to preparations. I'll let you go and I'll let you get your team and let them know what's going on. I need to get back to work. Enig.
I will see you in the morning.
Thank you. Enig.
As I put a full salute on.
Oh. Enig looks at you and just sort of gives a salute back. Take care of you.
I saluted her.
Oh, Lorna just sort of gracefully bows at this point, but Enig sort of gives you a salute anyway, just like, don't forget me, laddie, without my cannon.
I'm pretty sure I outrank you. But yes, thank you for the cannon, by the way, which was unloaded.
Why else do you think I was rushing back?
To load it? You wouldn't happen to have that extra bit of gunpowder on you, would you?
The only gunpowder we had was in that cannon already.
I put a double charge into it?
Yeah, you didn't check how much was in it.
You said it was empty.
I said the ammunition was ready. I didn't say the gunpowder wasn't already in it.
Then how? Then I should have dealt double damage to that thing.
That was the double damage.
Are you serious?
Yep. Not to
I
mention,
I couldn't have fired twice.
Nope. Just to clarify, I'll clarify exactly with the cannon, by the way. You didn't check on the cannon that it was actually a double comparted one, where the ammunition goes in at the front, and the gunpowder explosion goes in a compartment in the back. You didn't check the back of it. That would be why.
With a shell?
Long story short, the gunpowder was already in it. It's just you had to make 2 trips.
Well, then you guys... Well, I did not know that, and I apologize for firing it. Because that could have actually blown up the cannon.
Yep.
And you didn't allow it to blow up, and thank you. Because that probably would have killed me on the spot.
Because the fact of...
Kill him!
Just for the record, what do you think that strength check was?
That strength saving throw was to prevent me from fucking dying?
That strength check was to base... we'll get to that after. We'll get to that afterwards.
Yeah, let's get to the game.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, I just had to explain that. Anyway, sorry.
Fuck!
Anyway, so...
Moving on.
Okay, sorry. I just had to... I had to tease Magnus on that one. Anyway, so Enid just sort of bows at you afterwards and just runs off to go catch up with Lady Laura at this point and rushes off and goes, "Get your friends and get going."
We're staying the night, unfortunately.
That's what I meant.
Alright!
Right. And
Idiot.
and at this point, you hear the door. You see the doors begin to close, and the 2 guards resume their post, and they just look at you. And as you look,
Which one of you was supposed to get me that beer?
you actually find it's not one of those 2.
Damn.
Although you do actually look, you actually notice that one of the guards there is actually one of the 2 who did pierce you when you tried to shake Lorna.
Can I give him an evil look? Can I roll for intimidation?
Go ahead. We might have consequences, but go ahead.
Yeah, just to scare him a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, it's a +3.
Oh, God. Oh, 22!
Oh god.
Oh, snap!
Okay. He sort of looks at you
I
as you
clear
do...
off as I'm walking.
And at this point, he looks at you, and you sort of see his hands tense around his spear for just a brief moment, as you're giving that glare that looks like you mean business. But then he realizes that you guys are the ones who just saved the city on the southern gate, and he slowly begins to shiver, thinking, maybe not a good idea to anger the orc.
Yes. And I just smirk as I'm walking off.
Fair enough. Alright, so... is anyone else doing anything else before we get the meetups here?
Well, that was interesting.
Okay. Alright, so at this point, you guys at the Southern Gate, you guys are obviously relaxing yourselves and things. Magnus, are you making your way straight there?
I am making my way making my way downtown, but yes, I'm making.
Racist cats
my
and
way
homebound.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Roll a d20, bitch.
I'm sorry I had to make that joke, but it was too easy to pass. It was too good to pass up.
Nah, fair enough.
I hear that song on loop at work. Don't try me.
That's annoying.
Yeah, bunch of songs at work on loop.
Anyway, at this point, you guys are all busy sort of sitting there with the Ekal, sort of waiting for the return. And it's there that Ursula, Topaz, and Trilly, you all watch as the half-orc makes his way back, and you see this slight sort of smirk on his face as he's walking back to the group.
You seem pleased about something.
I am.
Magnus?
I'll fill you guys in later about it, though.
I just kind of give him a quizzical look and then I shrug.
I stand up and just put away my loot at this point.
Okay.
Alright. I just got back from the meeting. Unfortunately, we're going to pay for our stay tonight in order to get some funds back into the city, but that's alright. It's not even... Let's go back to the hotel we stayed at last night.
All right. All right.
Also,
Like a few-
someone drag that Ekal. I vote Mugbeard.
Huh?
Yeah, so Magnus, you look over and now this is the first sight you see of Mugbeard just slightly stirring while sleeping on the giant bed of feathers of the Ekal's back.
And make those feathers into a pillow. Those feathers seem soft.
So wait, does us waiting around count as a short rest, or did the meeting not last that long?
I'd say with the distance to get there, I'd say by the time Magnus gets back, it could be a short rest if you wanted one.
Yeah. Well, I guess it would.
It's up to you.
I mean, you guys would get half your health back.
Well, no, they'd roll their dices for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember.
Alright.
If they wanted to, anyway. But yeah, the choice is yours if you want to do that. If that's your choice, guys.
I just did.
Alright, fair enough then.
Okay. I'm taking a short rest because it took a while for while waiting for Magnus to get back.
Alright.
I'm
So,
gonna have a short rest because I'm bruised as hell from all those bloody ball bearings.
alright.
Ow.
Alright.
I think at the speed that they were firing at, you'd be shredded more like.
Give me a second here. Alright. Oh, sorry, I don't have to put the next music on. Alright, so, what are you guys doing? So, we've got short rests going on. What's everyone else doing at this point?
Waking up.
I think I'm taking a short breather as well.
Alright, fair enough.
Alright, like I said, I just put away my loot, and and considering Magnus isn't even moving his token, I don't know where the heck he is.
Let's say he's...
I'll be around there.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I kind of look over at Magnus, just a bunch of thoughts racing through my head, but I decided that I'd rather wait until we were at the end to really discuss things.
Okay. Oh, who messaged there? Let's find out the message. Oh, Trilly with a short rest there. Okay. 13 points of damage recovered for Trilly.
Guys, calm down with the images.
Yeah, don't move them around all so much or whatever. Just wait things there. But anyway, yeah. So, so are you guys...
The Discord, but okay.
Yeah, so are you guys... So what are you guys exactly doing then? Because I heard like two different things going on.
I think I'm just gonna be either doodling in my journal or reading Essences of Life or both.
You could be drawing in the essence of life.
No, I need that.
Alright. So, I will say at this point, by the way, guys, At this point, you see a couple of soldiers just sort of slowly making their way towards you guys, and they're carrying sort of like a few stone bricks and a couple of things like that. There's not that many. There's only like about 5 of them, and they're sort of carrying maybe like a good few amongst them. But they're sort of making their way there, and you do see Enig, who's sort of in the middle, and he actually walks up and goes, "Right, not to be rude, you lot, but we're gonna start construction on this thing, so if you guys are going anywhere else in particular, you might want to move now. We need to block this off and get to work."
Alright.
Let's go get a drink. Or
No.
six,
We're
or
bringing that
more.
owl with us. We're gonna eat it.
I'll tell you what, we'll take the owl for you back here. You guys want it back at the inn?
Yeah. I got a dwarf chef who owes me something that's not cooked in coal.
No guarantees it won't be though.
I forgot.
Exactly, and I'm gonna make sure it's not this time.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I haven't!
Alright. You see Enid just look and goes, "Alright, we'll bring it over for you. Just give us a while to sort this mess out and we'll bring it once we got some hands free."
Alright, thank you, Nick.
Nice. Nope. Get to it, you lot.
Yeah, alright, let's get the heck out of here.
Alright. Are all of you going?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
You know what, Mugbeard?
Sure.
Drink sounds brilliant right about now. First drink's on me.
Oh. I was going to pay for the first round. Damn it.
No.
How about you pay for the second drinks, Moonraven or Mugbeard?
Moonraven? Who's Moonraven?
What? Who?
It's Metahawk.
Cool. Cool.
Ah!
Okay, anyway,
Yeah, so you guys make your way back towards the market square at this point, the group of you all intact. Some of you sort of still covered in a couple of bruises and a couple of things here and there. But as you guys make your way to market square, you do see that a couple of people are slowly making their way back into the city. Not that many though, but there's just like a couple of people, like some of the market stall owners, who've just come to check on their wares, their stores, and just to basically check and see how everything is looking after the damages and the battles that have occurred over the past 2 days. At this point, Bash is sort of on the other end. He's sort of escorting a couple of people. He looks over in your direction, just gives sort of a friendly wave, and then he rushes back towards the northern gate at this point.
Sparks with him.
Sparks is with him, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'll move Sparks at this point. Now,
I was about to say, shouldn't he be like at the northern gate or whatever happened?
yeah, he's up there. By the way, at this point, as you guys make your way to the market square, you actually see a familiar sight. There in the middle of the square, slowly just sort of tending to the wound of one of the soldiers who had been attacked a bit beforehand, is the sight of a gold dragonborn.
Eh?
Goldie!
Yep,
Goldie?
it is Goldie. Goldie is currently over here, for the record. You guys are about here. So at this point, Goldie sort of hears you calling out, and she looks over in your direction. And she sort of just slowly gets up and walks over and goes, "Oh, you're all back."
Yeah, we remember
Yeah.
the heck we fought a while back?
Yeah, I remember that thing.
Yeah, we killed another one.
So I sort of heard.
Yeah, you probably heard the cannon too.
Kind of hard not to.
No, wait. Goldie wasn't there.
Yeah, Goldie was
So-
not. Well, actually, no. You guys did bring up the information that you fought an Echowl when she came back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you brought that info, so she knows it, but she just hasn't seen one yet. But yeah, so she looks over the lot of you and goes, "Well, it's good to see that you're all doing okay after what happened." At this point,
Well, most of us.
most of what happened?
Trilly got attacked. Well,
Twice.
unintentionally.
Unintentionally.
Remember that cannon I mentioned?
What cannon? I wasn't there.
He shot me.
What? You see Goldie just spark up at this point and look over. Magnus!
Whoa! For the record, I told them to get out of the way. They didn't have time.
Magnus!
You said, get out of the way, and you fired 1 second later.
Okay, I'm
That
just
doesn't work.
I'm just
Really would like to kick Magnus in the knee.
Roll for
Everybody-
what? Roll.
Truly make an unarmed strike.
Can I talk? Can I-
Yeah, go ahead, Zello.
Okay, I'm just cleaning. I'm just kind of looking at everybody confused, considering I was deafened for most of the events and
Oh, that's
wasn't present. I wasn't present when the cannon went off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Remember that cannon I was standing next to when you got there, and it was still kind of smoking?
Yes, I saw it.
I had fired that off a couple of seconds prior when you got there. I'm surprised you
I-
got hit by one of the ball bearings.
I slapped my hand across my face, Magnus.
Goldie.
How long it's been since I've been an artilleryman?
So Goldie just sort of tenses, and you see that she's starting to get a little annoyed, and goes, "I am busy healing people all day, and all I get to hear is that without me around, that we ended up with the sight of little Trilly getting attacked unintentionally by her own ally."
We did nearly kill Diction in the process.
And we're still alive.
I kind of approach Goldie. Best if we worry about this another time.
Yeah, agreed. Before I get burned to a crisp. Let's go to the bar.
You see her slowly beginning to sort of gather breath in her nose, just sort of breathing out nostril, and goes, "Might be a wise idea, but I've got to report to Lord Lorna at... I'm sorry." And she looks over in your direction at Topaz and Secton, and she sort of looks a bit confused and goes, "I'm sorry, have we met?"
I don't believe so. We're kind of stragglers that got picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So
We rescued the wizard from the sewers.
I walk forward and politely offer my hand. I'm Secton.
My name is Golden Harp, but I guess you can call me Goldie. And she reaches forward, and there you see the full essence of the Dragonborn, as you see as Topaz and Secton, you both see a sort of scaly claw with mini nails sticking out in a golden scale form, and it sort of grips your hand, Secton, and you can feel a little bit of power as the fact it is a pure Dragonborn, but you sort of can tell that there's no malicious intent to at least cause harm. She just sort of is trying to be polite despite her size.
Mm-hmm.
She just sort of
give a polite smile back and act like I didn't know it, like it was all natural.
She sort of just smiles a bit and goes, "Likewise. And what's your name? Cat Girl?"
My name is Topaz Lightning. It is an honor to meet you.
Likewise. I can say I've never met a talking cat before.
I am a tabaxi.
A tabaxi? Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I'm a scary sight. You know, Dragonborn, rawr.
You are not scary in the least, my dear.
You're not scared of me? Well, that's a first.
What are we? Chopped liver?
I used to have a friend who was a Dragonborn. Unfortunately, he was killed a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't spark up a memory there. I didn't mean to.
It is all right. I'm just glad that you were here to heal the injured.
Well, and it's then you see it sort of spurk up a little bit. He goes, "Well, you know, clerics and healers, it's what we gotta do, you know?"
I then pat Goldie on the head.
She sort of looks at you like, "What?" She sort of seems...
Thank you for your services.
Thanks, I guess. She looks over at you and goes, "Has she done this to any of you yet?"
I just shake
Not
my
yet.
head.
I just slowly shake my head.
No.
Glad to know I'm the first, I guess. She sort of looks back with you with sort of a nervous smile, kind of like awkward about the pat on the head, but then she just sort of just slowly relaxes a little bit and just feeling this sense of warmth that's just quite nice for her. And she sort of just goes like a... Anyway, I should go report to the mayor. What are you guys doing?
Drink.
Okay, besides that, that's all you do, Mugbeard.
I
I
suppose
also
we're
want
going...
to be patted on my head. So I walk up to Topaz.
Okay. I approach Goldie. We're just heading to the inn, and then I kind of pat Goldie on the shoulder, and then just kind of lean in to whisper to her so that only she can hear.
Okay.
I need to ask for a favor, Goldie.
Make a stealth check, Celion.
Okay.
You are technically leaning in, so people are watching you, so they just need to see what you're doing.
Okay, +3. 22!
22! Ooh! You guys just watch as she sort of goes up and places the hand on the shoulder. You guys don't hear...
Zillion's a man.
I was referring to the fact of...
Every time.
I'm sorry, it's like I have a female talking as a male!
Okay.
Jillian has such a...
Proceed, please.
Sorry.
You don't have that issue with trilling.
Yeah, it's because I got a picture there. I can tell that. That's a problem. Anyway, don't hate me. Anyway, so the rest of you don't see anything. You just see you see Zelion just sort of walk up to Goldie with the hand there. You just sort of look and just sort of can tell that, you know, for the looks of it, Zelion is just trying to comfort. So you don't really hear the whispering at this point. Goldie just sort of leans in, goes, "What do you need?"
Okay. It has something to do with Annabelle, and I'm gonna need your help.
What exactly is going on?
I need to know where. I'm going to be going to Costico. I'm going to be going to Costico, and I need to know where exactly she's staying.
Well, I know.
The last part. Sorry.
It's all right. I can try. I mean, I'm gonna be healing people for a while, but I'll see what I can do.
Just.
I'll say, Magnus, if you want to try it, you can make a perception check.
Yeah. His perception is a plus.
All right.
Goldie, just tell.
Fuck.
Nope, can't hear.
Goldie, just tell me where. Just tell me. Describe what building she's staying at, and I'll find it from a map. Even a map of the place would help.
I'll try, but not to be rude, I kind of want to know why you sort of want to go barging up to the little girl when you're the one who wanted her safe.
Listen, I'll tell you once I'll tell you later. But I'll just say it's important that it's important that I do.
I'll see what I can do. I don't know when I'll be free, but I'll see what I can do.
All right. Did she ever end up using that health potion I gave her?
I don't think so.
Cool. Didn't Annabelle gave it to Goldie?
Oh, right, yeah. Almost forgot that. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome. Cool.
The DM had a brain fart, ladies and gentlemen.
What the hell was that?
Who did that?
I don't know. I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been joined by Donald Duck. I can't Donald.
Can't Donald either.
Yeah.
I know I can't for darn sure.
Anyway.
Get back to
Okay,
Kingdom Hearts.
Sorry.
I have to ask, who's doing that?
Yeah.
As this is going on, can I just quick excuse myself and go to a vendor and get some potions?
Yeah, you could try to find one. Actually, no, you've been in the city for a while. I say you can somehow find a vendor, I will say. We'll sort that out in just a sec there.
Yep.
look at what Bugbear wrote.
Yeah, booze. That's who going there. Alright, so Goldie just sort of nods at you and goes, okay, I'll try join you later and we'll sort it out, but just...
Thank you, Goldie.
No problem. She looks over the rest of you and goes, I'll probably join you guys later for a drink or two or something. I just need to finish up.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Alright.
Right.
Nice meeting you, Topaz. Wait, where's that wizard guy gone? You guys now look and you find that Secton has wandered off looking for potions. Alright, so Secton, to get to your moment here, if you're looking for a potion, I look in my notes. I was prepared for this, but nobody did anything.
Oh god.
So at this, I will say, Secton, you do somehow find a vendor. The vendor doesn't have much to go on because obviously the city isn't built as a war city, so it isn't a built on there. The hell they please. No, he just snuck away. I will say, if you want, you do manage to find a vendor who does have only one health potion left because obviously, you know, they've had the wars and things.
Goldie has it to give back to me.
No, I'm just saying Secton is looking for a person to buy one from.
My question is not answered.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, so she definitely hasn't used it.
Okay, do I get it? Did I ever get it back?
You didn't ask.
Well, I did. Well, I didn't think I'd had to ask because I think Zillion thinks Annabelle still has it.
Well, at the same time, you didn't ask if Goldie had it.
Oh, Goldie was asked to give it back to him.
All right, okay. I'll say at this point you have the potion back.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Typical.
Sorry.
Calm down, Chris. Let's just move on.
Need I remind you that I am doing this on 40% on improv right about now.
It's good amount of improv.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Anyway, I will say at this point you do find a health potion that is around. It will cost you 60 gold if you want it.
Wow, health potions ain't cheap.
Well, they're normally 50, but because it's the last one, he's obviously having to buff it.
Yep, I'll take it.
All right.
Yeah, I was about...
Mark 60 off then, and you can have that, and I can mark that off my sheet. So, you guys make your way over to the local inn that you guys have been staying at, as per the usual end. You're back to the Greasy Ladle. You are greeted there with the sight as you enter of a really empty place. You do see once again there the familiar dwarf who was in charge of it. That would be Pick. And it's there that you see him sort of tidying up a glass. Oh yeah, I asked if I could excuse myself. Oh yeah, I said yeah. Oh, sorry, Secton.
No, I'm not. It's fine.
Sorry, that's my bad there. Anyway.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Alright, thank you. Alright, at this point, sort of Pick looks up and goes, well, the bustling crowd's back. Welcome to the Greasy Ladle.
Oh.
So, you're not staying here again? And he sort of jumps up on his stool just to get a good look at all of you at this point.
I would
Yes.
hope so.
Alright, the lot of you staying... so what you doing on rooms, though? Are you all planning to crash in one room, then? Or what you planning to do?
Oh no, I'm having my own room. How much for one room for me?
Well, I got... Well, because of how empty it was, I could do your room. So, if you want a room to yourself, it will be 1 gold a night. If you're sharing the room, it will be 6 silver apiece.
I put 1 gold on his on the table. All right.
One for
So,
that.
it better not be a broom closet.
Now, why would I resort to that?
I place a gold on the table on the table as well.
Okay.
Me too.
One for Secton.
Same.
One for Ursula.
Oops.
What's everyone else doing? So we got Mug, Trilly, and Topaz. What are the 3 of you doing for rooms?
Anyone fancy sharing, or should I get my own?
Oh wait.
I'll share.
That's right.
I take my gold off the table and throw some
I
silver
wouldn't-
down.
I wouldn't mind sharing a room with Trilly just to keep an eye on her.
Not a bad idea.
All right. If you guys want to do that, you knock 6 silver off both your ends. Secton, what did you say, dude, by the way?
As soon as I hear that, I whip my gold off the table and throw down 6 silver.
All right. Who you wanting
Exactly.
who are you wanting to share with?
Surely.
Us.
Oh!
Oh god, no.
Oh no! Okay.
Taking the
Is
literal
that gonna be your
definition
goal
of
this
get a
whole
room,
campaign?
you
Just
two.
seduce
Well, I guess something has to go with the trend, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well,
I
Trilly.
respect-
Would it make a difference if I said pervert?
No.
Nope.
I was thinking about doing exactly the same thing,
All right.
actually.
Well, Trilly, you got 2 people fighting over you. Who would you like to share the room with?
I think Trilly would give Secton a bemused look and then slide her silver pile over to Topaz.
Yeah.
Trilly would rather share a room with another female because that would make it safer.
or at least
It's mostly to avoid Secton's advantage.
Yes. All right. Well, Mugbeard, Secton does put the half down. So if you want to share with him, you can do. You can have your own room.
Currently, he's broke.
Oh.
This is true.
Yeah, because he paid me.
No, I'm not.
He paid me
Oh.
all his gold.
Oh wait. Yeah. All right. Look. Yeah. He's still
You
fine.
never checked if I deceived you.
Yeah. He's right.
Gave me the gold.
Or did
No,
he?
you asked for 10 gold, and I gave you that because I said I had 10 gold. I didn't
Yeah.
say I have any more.
He's right. He's right.
Son of a
I have
bitch!
17.
Mugbeard, I think you
Well,
should become half
shit.
rogue because that was sneaky.
That was actually.
Now that I'm looking at his fucking, now that I'm looking at his equipment,
No.
Great thing because of that.
He's still fine, I guess. All right. Well, Mugbeard's up to you.
Oh, I'm sharing with whoever, even if it's the barkeep.
All right, so mark 6 silver off, and you're sharing with Secton. So, just to make sure I got this right here, so, because I'm writing it down here, Trilly with Topaz, Secton with Mugbeard, and everyone else has their own room.
yes, because I don't trust any of you not to stab me in the night for what that cannon thing had for the kid.
I'll ask Mug. Well, we'll find out what happens on the night thing. So, at this point,
I'm sleeping in my armor tonight.
Okay.
all right. So Pick sort of just nods and goes, "All right. Well, protocol to mention." We have breakfast. We have breakfast normally at morning's light. We have dinner just as the sun's about to go down. So I'd say if you're after any dinner with us, it'll be about 3.5 hours before we finally start selling it.
Expect a special delivery from the battlefield, then.
Yes.
What are you talking about, Missy?
How good are you at cooking birds of very large sizes?
Oh,
Well-
Magnus, I didn't know you were a missy.
Yeah, he said Missy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was directed at me back
I
Yeah,
apologize. Ignore what I just said.
he looks at you for a brief moment and goes, "I see why you want your own room, confused little prick."
I just roll my eyes and I
Jesus.
say, well, the general is going to bring several men and a very large owl-like bird that, well, we're probably going to have a feast tonight. So
Yeah.
let's expect a full party, hopefully.
So you brought your own food?
Yes and no. Yes, we killed the bird, so we kind of are bringing it on our own. The problem is we don't have anybody to cook it, so perhaps you'd like to give it a shot?
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, sir.
And if that fails, can I roll an intimidation check?
Well, you'd have
Don't
to
ruin this for me. Persuasion.
I'm not
you said?
ruining anything for you.
Ooh.
I'm just your backup in this case.
Let's see what the rolls say. 8! Ooh.
Carol.
If I didn't have that +6 as my say,
Yeah.
actually, I have initiative. Can I roll? No, not initiative.
No,
what
not-
is it? Inspiration. Can I roll an inspiration dice?
If you want to use it, go ahead.
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Alright,
dice and
so,
roll.
roll the dice, and this is your new roll, regardless of whether it's better or worse.
Yes, sir. Let's see. +6. Boom.
13, that's a little better, yeah. He looks at you for a brief moment and goes, normally I don't do this catering thing.
Can I roll for intimidation?
No, not yet, please.
Oh god.
Not yet. So he looks at you and goes, well, I guess I could. It would take some time out, but I guess I could try.
Alright, looks like I won't need to
How
roll
much
then.
time are we talking?
Well, how big's the bird?
Try 10 by 15 feet.
What the hell did you kill?
You ever heard of an ek owl?
A what owl? I've heard of a barn owl. I've heard of a great owl.
I'll take that as a no then. You'll see it when... Oh, yeah, Bob, you might want to defeather it.
I'm... Okay. Well, I mean, if I do this catering thing, well, I don't know. I haven't really thought about that.
How much would it cost?
I lean
Hang
on the
on,
bar.
hang on.
Oh,
I throw 10 pieces of gold on the table. Can you do it or not?
I was gonna say.
Well,
I was gonna say
that was-
second. He sort of looks over and goes, "That should be more. That's more than enough, Missy. That's mighty generous. I didn't think it'd be that much, but I'll see what I can do. I can't promise it, but I'll see what I can do for you."
Thank you.
Believe it or not, let's go. Alright, is there a bank in this place?
Uh,
Before you go off, bartender, tell
Hey.
me, is there a bank around here?
I think there should be. It's towards northern end of the market. Can't really miss it. Don't think you get much out of it right now, but you could try.
I'm gonna exchange some of my gold for silver and copper.
Go ahead. If you want to go do that, I'll let you do that on your own accord. It should say on beyond what each one costs for what you do, and we'll take care of that. So, at this point, the rest of the day is yours. So, is there anything else any of you guys want to do, or shall we go straight for evening?
There's nothing I want to do. I already did what I want to do.
Well, I'm good. Well, I'm just gonna be I'm probably just gonna hang around the inn, and I'm gonna be taking another look through the from the book that I got from the mansion.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, there is one thing I want to do. I want to go get some more ball bearings.
All right, yeah,
Because I kind of fired them all.
yeah. I'll say you can do
Yeah, kinda did.
that. Kinda.
Gave them willingly, but shit.
Three.
If you're looking for ball bearings, let's have a look here. Okay, yeah. If you want a bag of 1,000 ball bearings, 1 gold piece.
Sure.
All right, mark a gold off. You have that back. Let's see. So Zelion, make an investigation check.
Investigation check. Gotcha.
Alright.
Investigation +3.
10. As you look through the book, you do come across the accounts that you have read before, but you don't really see anything that catches your eye at the moment. Probably because you're a bit fatigued with what's gone on in the day, but at the minute, it's hard to make out anything at the minute.
I sigh and then I just kind of glance at the name on the cover of that's still on the cover of the book. And just kind of thinking over the events of the day. I Is it alright for me to say this?
If you wanna, your choice.
Okay. See the name on the cover. And I'm Felix Haltdon.
Yeah.
And for a brief moment, I think back to what Nadine told me, and I just kind of sigh and just and I'm just kind of starting to have this gnawing worry ache, just kind of aching at bad. I just have this feeling that something bad is going to happen.
Okay.
Making me worry about Annabelle even more.
Alright. Anything else from anyone?
Pretty would like to revisit the armourer and give him a chance to finish his work.
Alright.
He's
You
sort
make
of had to stop and hurry.
Yeah, that's sure thing.
Take a trip with Trilly just to be. It's not like Topaz is worried about it. It's just that Topaz wants to make sure that she's perfectly okay.
Basically like a mother protecting a daughter type of thing.
More like a big sister looking after her little sister.
Yeah, it's a better one. Alright.
Like who? Wait.
I would prefer that terminology.
That's fine. Alright. So you both make your way over to the blacksmith. At the minute, he's not there based on the fact of what's going on. But then you sort of hear this bulking figure behind you. And he looks down at you and goes, well, look who's come back. Honestly, I might as well just be like this boomerang effect. My tabaxi friend and the halfling friend. How are you doing, you two?
You're doing fine.
Fine.
Alive, thanks to your excellent work.
Oh, I'm glad I could help. So, what can I do for you? I mean, it might take me a bit for me to fully set up, but I could try and make some stuff or get things here. What can I do you for?
Well, I know you sort of had to stop working on it in a hurry. I wondered if you wanted a chance to sort of finish the job, so to speak, and then I'd happily pay you for all the rest.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, I would be happy to, knowing the fact that it helped you out and such. Tell me, did that creep get you?
If it wasn't for my friends, I think he would have, yeah. Fortunately, the bastard got away, but plus side, we killed his bird.
Well, that at least is a plus side.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that, well, he then looks over at you for a moment, Topaz, and just sort of smirks and goes, and I take it you're, the halfling's bodyguard right now, huh?
Yes.
Well, I suppose somebody's gotta be that. Oh, so you get my next music on. Alright. So, I could probably carry on there. You'll have to leave it with me for a bit, but I'd say give me a couple of hours, or maybe first thing in the morning, I should have it fully ready and already set up and ready for you.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll come back and get it in the morning.
Fantastic. Right, so mark your armor off, Trilly. Or if you wanna keep it in your inventory and just know that it's there, that's up to you. It's up to you, man. Alright.
Really just get off and just stick the old leather armor back.
He sort of just smirks a bit and just goes, I'm honestly quite glad to know that my work kept you safe. And if anything,
Yeah.
I'm glad to know that your allies helped you out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really want to think about what would have happened if they hadn't been there.
It's
I mean, I'm all right now. Really bruised.
It's a scary thought. Well,
Just a bit.
Well, anyway, I'll let you guys get to it and I'll get back to work on this. I need to get things prepped up just in case. The sooner I get open, the quicker I make a buck, eh?
That is true.
Anyway, I take it you guys are heading off back to your inn place or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The plan.
Right, well, tell you what, you get the chance, have one on me.
Thank you.
No worries. I'm just glad to know everything's alright. Don't want my favourite tabaxi, my favourite little halfling helper here, to have a bit of an accident. You want to get yourself rested up! You know, the day's young! Anyway, I better get back to it. I'll catch you two later. And he sort of makes his way back into his blacksmith store, and you then sort of see him moving around a few boxes. He then comes back and grabs your armor trolley, and then makes his way back into the blacksmith area, and you see him just walking behind the counter, and back into basically what you would assume is his makeshift workshop. So, anything else you guys want to do? Just realised I picked Black Knight for my fucking music here. Sorry, I'll stop that. Alright. So has anyone got anything else, or shall we go straight for evening?
There was a question that was asked.
What was the question, sorry?
Are we doing anything at night?
Well, that's entirely up to you. Well, remember, you guys wanted to go for a drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, give me uno momento while I get the next music. So at this point, the night is slowly creeping in. But whilst you guys were busy relaxing away, there was the sight of the Ekal being brought to the tavern, and to those who are inside the tavern, you hear the sound of Pick going, "Sweet Diamond Wrath!"
Oh lord.
I snigger.
Okay, I have to ask, how big was this echo that was killed?
Essentially, if you're going from wingspan to wingspan, it's about nearly 10 feet. If you're going from the head to the tail, it's about 15 feet.
Okay, so basically that circle's 10 feet by 15.
Yeah, I mean a big burb. Big burb. Speak burb.
So basically about the size of... let's see, how can I put this?
As long as you know the size, that's all that matters.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, so at this point, he's sort of cooking away. It takes him a bit of time to figure out what the hell to do with a giant bird he has never seen before. He sort of cooks away, and as this is going on, people have begun to come back into the city, and you soon have the inn hustling and bustling, all with the sight of people drinking themselves like crazy. You see that Pick is obviously back there. He's doing his best to keep an eye on doing the drinks, while someone else, one of his other helpers, is actually sitting in the back and is actually working on the Ekal at this point, carrying up while he keeps an eye on things. So, is there anything you guys want to do on the evening?
One of the things that I want to do is take off my armor and examine the area where that scorpion got me.
Alright, make a perception check.
Okay, let me...
Well, she's taking that up. Is anyone else doing anything else?
Okay. Is that so? Everybody's at the inn, correct?
Everybody is at the inn now, yes. Unless anyone has gone off to do anything else.
I'm kind of just sitting in the corner, I guess, and I pull out an old stuffed bear that I've had since I was a kid.
Oh, God. Oh. And Topaz... Topaz...
Okay, I did a perception check and it's 5.
It looks fine, to your perspective. Doesn't look out of the ordinary. Just an armor.
Okay, well, then after examining the injury and my bash is done to it, I put my armor back on and then head back downstairs to the dining area.
Alright. So, let's pulls out the bear. So, sorry, I'll let you guys finish up, sorry.
Alright, I'm kind of in the main bar area, just kind of looking around a little, just kind of anxious from the somewhat revelation earlier in the day. And that around seeing if Magnus is there, and I'm hoping he's not having a drinking contest with Mugbeard.
Well, it depends what Magnus is doing. What is Magnus doing?
That's a good question, Mugbeard. You want to begin a drinking contest right now?
Oh no!
Please don't.
Yes.
Oh no!
I see them
Okay,
about to have a,
right.
and I'm like, I see them about to have a drinking contest, and I'm like, okay, I need to talk now.
Oh, great! Mugbeard and Magnus are gonna get themselves wasted.
Oh, you
Okay,
didn't see
I
the
am.
last one.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh, so Celia, what are you wanting to
What was
do?
that? What was that, Trilly?
Trilly will be joining in on the drinking contest.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have a wasted halfling too.
Okay, I walk up to Magnus and kind of put my hand on his shoulder. Hey, Magnus,
What's up?
have a word. I need to have a word with you before you have this drinking contest.
Hold on 1 second. No calling my drink this time.
Relax, I'm not gonna do it. Why? What are you doing?
Now I'm just gonna talk to her for. Fuck, I did it too.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
talk to him for a second.
Alright, fine. Don't be long or so you lose your seat. That's how this works.
All right.
Okay, I just kind of letting him know that I want to talk to him in private.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so I walk outside of the inn.
Okay. Are you following
Magnus
Magnus?
Yeah, I'm following.
Alright. So you both make your way to outside to the slightly dusk-style street. The sky is paved in the sort of orangey black sort of mixture of the dust between them, and it's sort of slowly beginning to sort of settle down.
Quite a day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. What do you want to talk about?
I sigh. I kind of look around just to see if we're the only ones there.
Make a perception check.
All right, 1d20 plus perception plus 4.
20. Okay. You don't see much before you. However, you do see coming from the other side of the castle area the sight of a golden dragonborn who's sort of looking around, sort of a bit lost with the city.
Can I wave to Goldie?
Yeah, you can try to signal.
Alright, so what would that be?
Well, it depends how you're doing this. Are you doing it stealth? Are you doing it quietly? Or are you just calling out to her?
Calling out.
Alright, in that case, you call out, she looks over in your direction, and she rushes over at this point. She goes and goes, okay, sorry I'm late. Magnus, you're here too?
Yeah,
I'm here.
okay. I need it. Okay. Okay. Goldie, I still need that favor from you, but Magnus, a huge favor from you.
And what would that be?
I take a deep breath just to kind of prepare myself for what I'm about to say. I'm going to head over to Costico.
Oh, not again!
What?
First you, Goldie, and now... Oh, for crying out loud.
Okay, Magnus, I need you to hear me out, and it's...
What?
And-
Alright, fine. Why are you going to Costico? Is it about Annabelle?
I've learned some things about Annabelle, about her father.
Wasn't the father the guy who owned the mansion or something?
Yeah, I found out what his name is.
And that would be?
He's Andine Haltdon.
The guy who made the potions for the potion maker?
Yes. What? Wait, did I ever tell you that?
No. Wait,
No.
who the heck is that guy then?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Andine was a man who was the guy who was crafting the potions in the mansion.
Hmm.
He was the one who made that potion of sapphire regret I got from there.
What did that do anyway?
To be specific, I'll just explain it for meta knowledge, just for the sake of it. It was a potion that you throw on an enemy, and it did 1d10 worth of acid damage, and if the enemy could be caught alight, then it would basically make any fire damage done to them doubled.
Ooh.
But it only lasts for 2 turns.
Ooh.
I pull out the book at this. I pull out the burnt book at this point. I'm starting to think that this book that I got from the mansion may be a diary of some sort, a memoir. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm just slowly piecing together, and I'm not sure which is the truth.
Well, that explains why you're so adept to it, but what exactly you still wanted to go to Costico for? I mean, I get that you want to find answers, but are you going to just question Annabelle?
I'm not going to interrogate her if that's what you're thinking. No, I'm worried that what happened to that. But here's the thing. Let me explain. Okay, before I say anything, just let me explain what I've learned so far to both of you.
Go ahead.
Okay. From what I've understood, Andine was creating the potion of sapphire regret to destroy the insect nests. But
didn't we already do that?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Helix is on the way to the nesting grounds. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
And that's another thing that's bothering me. It's that staff of Jirai.
Staff of Jirai?
Did we not tell you about this, Goldie?
You brought up the name, but I didn't think much of it at the time. Is it important?
It's a staff that, from what I've been reading, from what we've learned, is insects.
Commands insects.
Yeah. Yes.
Sounds like something that could have been a lot more useful here than we thought.
Agreed.
That's another thing that has me worried. I think being here, I think they may have had something to do with after the staff of Jirai, or if they were involved in its creation. If Andine was involved in the creation of it, was working for the Black Pen. That's not what I'm saying, but there's some connection to him and the Black Pen, and I'm worried that Annabelle may be in danger because of it. There's a reason why the mansion was burned down. Why Andine and Annabelle left Helix. There's a reason for all of this, and I think Annabelle knew about Ubanet too.
You think she'd know about that?
Maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm more concerned, but just wanting to know more from her, from what she does remember. I'm wanting to if she does have any information regarding the Black Pen or the Staff of Jirai or anything her father may have been involved with, she would have known best. She was the last person to see her father alive.
Damn.
And it's important that I go to but it's also important that I see her. She may I'm worried that if there was a chance that he may have been after her father for information or whatever, I'm worried that they could do.
You're worried they might go after her.
I have something to tell you as well.
What? What's that?
I have been entrusted with the Shard of Jirai.
Catalyst.
What?
Catalyst of Jirai. Catalyst.
Thank
You've been given the catalyst?
The Shard of
I'm going to
Catalyst.
be given it. Shard of Catalyst.
Yeah,
of
thank
Jirai.
you.
Whatever. The Shard. I have been... Remember when I went over to give... What was her name again?
Lana.
Remember when I went over to give Alana my report? She ended up saying... she asked me if I would take the Shard away from the city, and I agreed to.
All right. That's fair. That's fair enough, I suppose.
So that means if they give us the shard, it means that's going to be 2 shards in our possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One which is around Titanus' neck, and the other one will be around mine, underneath my armor.
Actually, it's not around Titanus. And Goldie,
sorry, what?
Goldie reaches in and she actually pulls out a small little handkerchief.
What's that?
I may have had a talk with Titanus. And she reveals underneath it a small crystal similar to what is something you have seen round Titanus' neck. It is the Shard of Azzy.
Are you kidding? No wonder they attacked us twice.
But if it did that, then that would make it they would know we had this.
And they don't, right?
I'm pretty sure. Wait, did Diction ask for it when you guys were fighting him?
No, the only thing he
No.
said was, ow, wow, ow, bang, just got deafened by the cannon.
He didn't.
Mainly due to the fact that I stabbed him many times.
I'm not sure what exactly he said, but I'm pretty sure the shard was not what he. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't after your shard.
No, he was
the shard
after the
you
one
had.
that was here, actually.
So that means they only know that the one shard is the Shard of Catalyst.
Goldie, I have a request from you as well.
What do you... I think I know what you're going to ask, because I can see that look on your face.
Roll for persuasion.
Nah, keep going.
I need you to give me... If you think it's safe in your hands, you can hold on to it. But honestly, I think... What are you... Let me ask you this. Are you going to be staying here to help out with repairs and healing in the lake?
Part of me feels like I want to. But at the same time, I know you guys need a healer, but...
Well, luckily, if the night goes well, we would have convinced 2 people to stay with us.
You mean Topaz and Secton?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to be needing a Well,
But if you are staying here, that shard, that crystal is going to be safer with us. I request that you give it to one of us. Or, if you're thinking, or just give it to me right now. It's completely up to you.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, there we go. My persuasion is.
This is now the make or break moment.
Oh, Christ.
11. She sort of looks down for a little moment at the shard and looks back at you guys. She sort of sighs heavily and just looks over at you, Zelion, for a moment. What do you think?
If you, it's up to you. If you feel it's safer in your hands, then by all means, continue holding on to it. If they haven't found out about it now, then it's best that they never do.
Who knows though? They could be attacking Hope Key right now, looking for.
Don't.
Please don't jinx it.
Alright, ignore that.
Cool. Goldie just sort of sighs and just goes, I guess it is an idea. But if you've got that shard, Magnus, I think it's better if we give this one to Zelion. The reason is if you hold all the shards, you're going to be the target for everything.
I also have the most health.
Cool.
Metahawk, damn it!
Okay.
Like a scream.
Someone please kill that freaking bird.
I already tried, damn it!
Right. My eyes kind of widen at what Goldie said. Wait. It's the shard of Azzy, right?
Yes.
You want to give your shard to... Kind of point to myself, just in disbelief.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, you're the one who you have this plan, and do the others know?
No, I haven't told them. Listen,
before you go off to Costico, and I'm fine with you going, just as so long as you meet us back at Hope Key.
Yeah, I can.
But before you go, you give the shard to one of us. That town, as long as that shard is anywhere else but Hope Key, that place, it's not safe.
All right. So you want me? So if I hold on to the shard, I give it to you before I go to Costico. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, or one of the other guys, Secton, or one of the other, say, Trilly even could have it.
If we're going to do that, then I'd rather it stay with Goldie.
But again, this place wouldn't be safe. Barrel for some persuasion again?
No. Not this time, not yet.
Listen.
I wonder why. I distrust the road.
Keep going.
Listen. If you give it to me or any of us, we'll make sure it gets back to Titanus.
All right. I look at Goldie. Maybe it's better. In the circumstances, I think it might be best if Magnus holds on to it. But the reason.
Mhm. Sorry, I interrupted. Do you want to continue with yours, or?
Nah. I'm just gonna let Goldie go.
All right.
I will say at this point, by the way, if anybody inside the tavern wants to see if they can try find a Zelion or a Magnus, they are welcome to make a perception check. If they wish.
Okay, what was it you said about making a perception check?
If you feel like you want to know where Zelion or Magnus are, you can do that. Or if you want to just keep them to the private end, you can do that.
Okay. Then I'll just keep it to myself then.
Yep, same.
Okay.
There's a reason why I'm telling you guys this in secret.
You know, I did wonder about that. How come?
Because I was worried that about me.
Oh, I'm glad you told me instead of just running off like some people.
Hey, I'm sorry. It's like I thought it was best to do my actions rather than talk it. I'm sorry.
I just kind of laughed.
Because you've told me this in private, I assume you don't want the others to know?
Not yet, anyway. Not until I know for sure that Annabelle is safe and that Costico is not under any danger from the Black Pen.
Alright, that is fair.
Yeah.
Goldie?
If you don't wish for me to go alone, then feel free to tell some.
Honestly, I'll just order a guard to follow to help you out. Because last time I checked, I was still in command of some of the guards here.
Actually,
Right.
Oh, that was during battle. I forgot.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Right.
yeah.
Well, right. Then that's fine. But Magnus, I was telling you especially this because I know that you care about Annabelle just as much as I do.
Thank you. And if anything happens to that girl...
Believe me, I know that as well. I then turned to Goldie at this point. Did you get a map of Costico, or do you at least remember enough about it to know where you sent Annabelle?
Yes. I remember that it wasn't towards the... It was on the left. It was just as you entered. I believed it was either the third house or the fourth house. I couldn't get a good view from where I was, I'm afraid.
That third or fourth house on the left, right?
Yes.
Right, good. That's a good starting point. That's a good starting point for now.
Sorry, it wasn't much more help than that. But
Oh, it's fine. No, it's fine, Goldie. You did more than enough.
just promise you'll be safe.
I nod. I will. Don't worry. I will.
Alright. And with that,
Dad.
she hands the shard over to you, Magnus, and says,
I accept the shard.
if
And
you...
is it still on its string by any chance?
Yes, it's essentially like a necklace. It's basically a
I'm
necklace.
around my neck.
Okay, so you essentially have two
It goes underneath my armor, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. I kind of look at Goldie one more time and I'm like, oh, by the way, Goldie, before you walk off, thanks for bringing my potion back. I mean, to Annabelle so she could use, but
Ep. I wasn't going to drink it anyway, unless it was necessary, but if you must know, the road was clear when I went down that way. Whether it still is or not, I don't know, but since you're going off on being the hero on this situation, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, this is failure.
right. Well, in any case,
Hey-ho.
okay.
I'm going back in the bar to continue my drinking contest.
Alright.
And Magnus,
What's up? I turn on.
thank you too for giving me this chance.
Told me ahead of time this time instead of doing it recklessly. I respect that. And I walk back. And now I walk inside.
Alright.
I'm back, gentlemen and ladies.
I walk back inside too.
Anyway, I best get to the last little bits. I'll catch you another time, Zelion, okay?
All right. Catch you later, Goldie.
She just turns and winks just for a brief moment and goes, just know this, if anything happens to you, I won't forgive you, got it?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alright. So with that, Goldie With that, Goldie goes on her way to basically do the rest of the healing as you all go back inside into the greasy ladle. And there you see Zelion, as you make your way back in, you see Magnus jumping onto a stool, and as soon as he does so, the crowd sort of just does this, "Hey, what kept you?"
Alright, you two, you ready for this? Alright, so far it's Mugbeard 1, Magnus 0, and Trilly 0. I intend on beating Mugbeard, at least Trilly this time, and maybe Mugbeard.
Haven't I won twice?
Once.
No, I think Magnus won the. I think Mugbeard won the first one, which was Mugbeard won the first one because I remember Magnus was out cold.
Yeah, and we've only had the one so far.
Okay, Ursula, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not good with crowds. I'm gonna just slip away.
All right, fair enough then. All right.
Okay, I'm back again. I had to take care of some business.
That's fine.
Let me guess, Rogue. Too many witnesses.
Oh, shut your ass and grab a gun.
All
Punch my fist and just Magnus, drink your heart out already.
Oh, that's the plan.
Leave me alone.
Okay, I pull out my lute and provide background music contest.
Damn it!
All right. Natural one. As you're trying to make your way, you're sort of pushed back into the crowd just to keep in the view. So it's like there's no way for you to leave. All right. You see.
Oh, so basically, Ursula is backing back to our table, and I'm like,
yeah.
Hey, come on, sit down.
Oh shit, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong
Is it? If I make a performance check for
go ahead.
Contest?
And as you're doing this, Pikes gets up and goes, right, we have a drinking contest going on between the... Natural 20! Natural 20! First one up, and you got a fucking 9! You have 29!
29 what?
That's 29 for performance!
Oh, okay.
She's literally like Guitar Hero. She's literally playing equivalent of Through the Fire and the Flames on a late. She's not playing that fast. Alright, so with that, Pike Shot goes with us. Right! Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Greasy Ladle Puddle Challenge, it seems! And it seems we got a fight between these three little tykes. We got... what's your name, monk boy?
Talking to me?
Talking to the monk boy, not you!
I'm Mugbeard.
You're a fun Mugbeard! Hey!
Yay.
And fellow competitor, we have the other man here, the one I have a lot of fun with giving him some coal!
You better not give any of my drink this time!
Not this time.
Otherwise, you might end up like that turkey.
Oh! Oops, wrong music there. Let me get I'm trying to find my right music here.
DM, we need party music here.
No,
Yeah.
play some rock.
Yeah, that'll do. We'll go with this. We'll go with Battle in the Dungeon. That'll work. That's close enough. I didn't think about this bit.
Yeah,
Close
Nolan's
enough.
already playing music, so.
Alright. So give it up for... What's your name?
Magnus.
Give it up for Magnus! Hey! And finally, the... the short sight, I guess. What's your name, little missy?
Trilly.
Give it up for Trilly! Woo, Trilly! Secton is having a nap there, so Secton's just sleeping through all of this. He's just like, nah.
Well, he cannot hold his liquor.
Yep. Right, let me explain how this challenge works. You guys get one giant glass to guzzle down. The first to guzzle it down without puking their parts up is the winner. If you all end up puking, it's the one that lasts the longest. Are you all clear on the rules?
Yeah.
And what if we want another one?
You only get the one.
Can I pay you for a second one?
You can pay after it's done.
Alright.
Alright! Bring forth the maximum breath! And with that, you guys watch as being carried out by these two girls, on each one a giant-sized glass, which the glass is about probably about half the size of what Trilly is, actually. You see these glasses being put down on this desk, and as each one hits the desk, it's like... And it goes, this is a special concoction we have for these types of things. This is the maximum breath. A mixture of 3 different drinks. Which ones? It's different every time.
They better not be calm.
Basically, I say to Magnus, well, we're not getting drunk tonight.
No, we are not. Trilly might, but we're not.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me explain how this challenge works for the three of you. Here's how this is work. Each sip is going to be a different succeeding throw to pass each one. You have to roll a d20 just normally, and if you break that, you guzzle down a bit. If you fail, you will hesitate and you will have to try to break that DC to carry on. The first to break the final check is going...
What dice do we have to roll?
D20. However, be warned, if you fail one, you will have to make a Constitution saving throw to try not to throw it up.
So it's a D20 plus your... Sorry.
Okay, so drinking it is a D20 normally.
Yes.
If you fail the pass, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. But
Which I get advantage for.
Yeah, but be warned though, the further you drink, the harder the saving throw is.
Oh boy.
Now, if I recall correctly, the Constitution saving throw is to ensure that they don't puke their guts up.
Basically.
Yes. And I got a +5.
Right.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. All right.
I've got advantage.
Now, the three of you, are you ready?
Oh yes, we are.
All right, then. On my mark. Ready. Set.
I drink.
Chug! Alright, okay, you three, roll a d20, normally. Oh, Mugbid just passed the first threshold. So, you guys start...
struggling there, monkey boy.
Yeah, so the three of you start to drink. Mugbeard and Magnus both... Magnus seems to drink it rather casually. Truly has to leap up just a little bit just to kind of get a good drink out of it. Mugbeard,
Why is Philly not on the bar?
A good question. I didn't think about that. Alright, so Mugbeard, the weird mixture of the three drinks catches you a little bit by surprise, but you start finding your stride and start beginning to drink at this point.
This isn't Dwarven Ale. This is shit.
Yeah. Hey, I told you, different every time. Guess what? Not even I know what's in them.
Do the girls know what's in them?
Yeah, the girls seem to know, but they don't tell me until after it's done. No!
Good, I might see another one after this.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, next drink, go! Roll a d20, guys!
Oh shit!
Oh no! Oh no!
I failed! I got +2.
The saving throw you needed on this one was 9. Oh, so Trilly! So Trilly seems to keep going in down a little bit. As for Mugbeard, the taste slowly begins to slightly get to you despite your love for the alcohol. And Magnus, you seem to have started too quickly. You begin to slow down. Magnus and Mugbeard, I need you both to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh, thank you, God!
9 and is that 19 there?
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. Magnus, as you're beginning to finish the drink, as you slow down with the weird cocks, you begin to suddenly feel a little uneasy. You begin to feel the bubbles on the inside. And as you feel it begin to come up, you actually slowly take your pride, you tilt your mouth back, and with one... you gulp it back down. You just succeeded. It was a 9.
Ooh.
You just succeeded. Mugbeard, you get the weird taste, but you're just like, okay, I'm ready. All right.
It's alcohol.
Okay, so at this point, I'd like to point out that Trilly gets a harder one because technically she's further than you two right now. So,
right.
3, 2, 1, next drink!
Yes!
15, 12, and 12. Okay, you all passed that one relatively easy. So, with that, the three of you begin to chug. You hear the audience beginning to sort of just cheer in succession, like, go on, go on! And this seems to be got more crowd favorite towards Trilly, who's surprising everyone with a small stature, but a big love for alcohol.
This might end up as a tie.
Alright. Oh, what are you doing, Zelion?
Okay, I'm just increasing the intensity of the playing.
With that, you watch as in fact, as you sort of get a glimpse there, you suddenly begin to feel a little lightheaded as the mixture of the concoctions is slowly getting to you guys. At this,
all right over there, Mugbeard?
Yep.
I'm fine.
You see Pictus looking over at Trilly. Trilly, how you doing, lass?
Trilly just gives a little thumbs up.
All right. Okay, so at this point, I can say, Trilly, you are halfway through the glass. Trilly is one ahead of you two. So 3, 2, 1, drink!
Fuck!
Oh no! Oh my goodness! So, Magnus and Mugbeard, your competition and your moment that you stop and talk to each other slows down your rhythm and you suddenly begin to feel uneasy again. Trilly, surprising everyone, goes a bit further down. Mugbeard and Magnus, Constitution saving throws. Ooh, natural 20 for Mug.
Oh, I think I might have
13 for Magnus. Magnus, you fluke, you fucking just passed again!
Yes!
How you fucking... I'd like to point out, just for the record, because it's past the halfway mark, it's a lot harder now. It is very hard. Alright, so Mugbeard and Magnus, you both do the same as before. You feel exactly the same way. And at this point, Trilly is literally got 2 drinks left in the glass, whilst poor Mug and Magnus are still 2 behind. You see,
even with a natural 20, damn it.
Yeah, you got the saving throw. It was the saving throw to keep it down. All right, so 3, 2, 1, chug. 14, 15, and a 19. Yep, you all succeed there. Trilly has gustled down there. You see as she's reaching for the near last bit. The crowd is going to the... and you see Pictus looking going, this is getting intense. Where's this little lass finding the big appetite? Go on, little lass. And with that,
Yep. Like playing intensity increases.
Yeah. Mugbeard and Magnus, you both slowly look at each other and you're like, is this really happening? And you guzzle for the next bit. Now, Trilly, you're on the last bit. Mugbeard and Magnus, you have just broken the halfway mark.
Really, you look amazingly sexy like that. Do I roll to flirt?
If you want to, but it will skip your drinking phase.
Oh no, fuck that.
All right.
One of you turn into a green dragon.
All right. With that, you look and Pick goes, is this gonna be where it ends? Chug! 9, 2, 16! Oh dear! So with that, every one of you goes for the drink, and all 3 of you begin to feel uneasy. Constitution saving throws, people!
Oh, yes!
24, 7! And Trilly with natural 20! So at this point, Mugbeard, you begin to feel the bubbles swelling up from within you. But as you go and think, I need to go for the next drink, as you pour it down, you sort of burp and go a bit puke at the same time. And it gets into your lungs and you begin to cough. And at this point, you actually fall off the chair trying to get your breath back a little bit. Mugbeard is eliminated from the contest!
Yes, I beat Mugbeard!
I'm fine!
Yes. Magnus and Trilly, you both gather your breath and you basically look over and you see Mugbeard flat on the ground. At this point,
I'm already happy.
Yeah, and with this point, the crowd is sort of like, oh! And Pick looks over at you, Mugbeard, for a brief moment, and you hear this sort of, you're a disgrace, dwarf! You went up first before the others! Anyway, 2 survivors left! Now, you 2 ready? Chug!
Yeah. Oh, I failed. I need to roll another one.
14 and a 10! You both go for the bit again! And, Magnus, you managed to drink your bit to get to 2 behind. You get to, you're now 1 behind Trilly. Trilly!
Wait, I passed?
No, you're 1 behind Trilly.
No, I mean, I passed that drink.
Oh, yes, you just passed it.
Ooh.
You just passed it. Trilly, saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Come on, Trilly. 12. Trilly, you go straight for the list, but you think you keep going. You begin to feel the bubbles swelling within you again. And similar to Mugbeard, you kind of have a bit of a nasty bit. You go for trying to finish the drink, but instead you fall backwards and the drink collapses out of your hand. You failed it.
I won?
No, you're still one behind. You're one behind Trilly. You're still behind.
Oh god.
So, this way, he looks over, and look, the half-orc is still standing! But the half-pint ended up drinking more than the half-orc! Alright, half-orc, you gotta do this! You're one behind! Chug!
My intensity.
So, Magnus, you feel the bubbles swelling within you once again! Constitution saving throw!
Yes!
13!
I just passed.
Oh.
No, not this one! This one was... Remember, it got harder, you got further! With this, Magnus, you begin to feel the bubbles welling within you. You're like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. And as you go for the chug to try catch up, you actually end up pouring more of it on you by going incredibly fast. And you see Pick looking over going, all in your mouth, not on the floor! And at this point, you sort of go, your eyes widen, and you feel really uneasy, as you then fall to the other side of the chair. And with that, everyone's like, oh, they're all down, all down! And with that, you see Pick sort of stand up and goes, that's enough!
I finish with a flourish, and I finish my performance with a flourish.
And with that, the crowd cheers up.
Down.
Basically, I want to get up and just try to finish the rest of it.
Alright, well...
I don't care that I lost. I want to get drunk.
Go ahead. He looks up and he just sort of says, well, you guys can do your finishing off if you want to, but I want to declare the winner. The winner of the Greasy Ladle Challenge is... Trilly! And you see crowd all go, yeah, Trilly! Woo, yay! Woo, Trilly! So,
you look incredibly sexy, flirt. 19.
Yeah. Trilly, make an insight check at disadvantage.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait till the morning to find out what Trilly's response is, because she's unconscious in a puddle of beer.
Okay.
Trilly will find out she beat you both.
Yeah. Alright, Trilly, I'll say in this case, make a constitution saving throw, just to see if you're at least paying attention somewhat or not.
I'm fucking out of it.
Fully out. So with that, Trilly's lying on the ground. You see Pick reaching up, and he picks up Trilly and is like, the winner! Yay! Woo!
Okay. I want to pick Trilly up and just bring it to my room.
What? Oh no!
Right. At this point, Topaz, you watch Trilly, who, for the side of the crowd, looks like he's flying through the air. But then you watch as you see this drunken dwarf monk carrying Trilly, almost like it's sort of an American carrying a football. Like, I got it.
Fuck!
Is anyone going to do anything in response?
I will stick my foot out.
Alright, Mugbeard, make an athletics check at disadvantage because you're focused on keeping Trilly.
Not acrobatics?
Yeah, I say it. Okay, make it acrobatics.
Disadvantage. Okay,
At disadvantage. 13? Secton, if I could ask you, could you make an athletics check? If you could beat 13, let's find out.
Mind if I make an athletics check afterwards?
Yeah, I'll say yeah. I'll tell you what. Topaz, if you want to, because Topaz says she wants to. Topaz, either you can roll or you can have Secton to roll again.
I'll roll.
Alright, Topaz will have a roll to try to stop. And we'll have this as the last attempt.
Come on, do it.
Oh. Anyone tense?
Do it already. The suspense is killing me.
The music works as well.
Hang on a second. Gonna redo it.
Okay. For the record, it's from Final Fantasy XI, this music, by the way. Off you go. Spin! 14!
Yes!
Just beats it. So, Secton, you go to put the foot out, and just as that point, Mugbeard looks down and notices the foot, and is just like, nope, this is my prize for the evening. At this point, Topaz, you watch as you see that there's failed attempt with, and being the fact that you have only had probably not much on the drink end, your reflexes kick in, and you jump up above the crowd. You land in front of Mugbeard, and as you fly over, you grab Trilly right from his grip, and you land, and now you're holding Trilly right above you, similar to how Mugbeard was holding you just a moment ago.
Oh, in that case, I thought you were actually going to drop me and I would fall asleep, but in this case, I'm just going to walk to my room and not notice.
Okay, Topaz, you gonna do anything to stop the drunken, non-noticing attempt? Take that as a no.
Could you repeat that again, because you kind of cut out a little bit?
I was saying, Mugbeard right now is going to his room, unaware that Trilly is now gone from his grip, and you have Trilly. What? Yeah, Looney Tunes holding us. That's essentially what it is.
Basically, I'm just mumbling to myself, I'm going to tuck you in so well. You're going to sleep so nicely.
So, are you going to stop? Are you going to say something to Mugbeard as he's going off, or are you just going to let him go?
Let's see.
Oh.
The one thing that I would say to Mugbeard is that he is not touching the halfling while he's wasted.
Okay. Mugbeard, do you want to respond? If you want to.
Should I roll if I actually hear that?
Yeah, okay. Make a perception check at disadvantage because you're focused on something else.
Nope.
Oh! 9! You just carry on unaware of what Topaz just said. And with that, Topaz, you watch Mugbeard just go up the stairs, still with his hands in the air, just like, hey!
Okay, is Magnus still on the floor?
Right now, Magnus is flat on the floor.
Does anyone else see that green dragonborn? What the fuck did you just call me?
I nudge Magnus with my foot and just kind of say in Orcish.
What do you want?
I just laugh and say nothing.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm over in the corner just huddling like, make it stop, make it stop. Too much noise.
Alright. Ursula's just cuddling up there, sort of, her feet just sort of deadly on the small little seat, just sort of almost like the, curled up ball position almost.
I'm not even facing the crowd, I'm facing a wall. That is.
Okay,
all I'm doing right now is I'm looking at Magnus and saying, man, you are a sexy. I'm not saying that out loud, I'm saying it to myself.
Okay.
I kind of look over at Ursula for a moment afterwards, and I get concerned considering she's huddled up. And then I decide to go over and approach her.
Alright.
Everything okay, Ursula?
Stalion, everything's fine. I just don't do well with crowds.
Things got a bit intense there, admittedly.
You're telling me. I just wanna I wanna hide.
Okay.
I kind of rub my fingers from having played my lute so intensely earlier. But then I just kind of give Ursula a reassuring pat on the shoulder. It's gonna be all right.
I just don't respond.
Is there a reason why you're so anxious around crowds?
Just too much noise. Too many people. I'm used to living alone.
What? Living with us uncomfortable for you?
No, not at all. It's just like large groups of people like this in a rowdy environment. Like today, earlier, I was terrified when I was trying to get all those people out of the city. But
I thought you did pretty well.
I was shaking as I was yelling at those people. I was afraid I was gonna snap, in a sense. I was gonna lose it or something. I had every instinct in me to tell me to run, to hide, just get away from the chaos. But I had to stand my ground because the people were in danger. It just terrified me.
I kind of sigh and just kind of squeeze your shoulder a bit. What you did, helping out the people, even though you were afraid, just how brave you truly are. You were afraid, but you weren't, but people than you did about your own fear.
Kind of weird for a rogue, isn't it? But I'm not. It's. Never mind. It was a stupid thought.
You want to know something?
Oh. Damn it. Music. Sorry. I thought that I had music as there. I forgot it's 2 different tracks. Sorry.
You want to know something, Ursula?
Yeah.
When I first started this whole thing, like before Helix, before being told about the Black Pen, I've a traveling bard for a good portion of my life, a few years or so ever since I left my village. I have my reasons for it, but I took some enjoyment in it. It was just such a carefree lifestyle. Maybe I had to handle a bandit or two, but I'm willing to handle myself in self-defense, but this... I never imagined I'd be here right now. The only reason other than to help people, was to hopefully get answers.
Answers to what, though, exactly?
Let's just breath and just kind of fold my hands in front of me, just kind of in thought. Finally find the words I need. Let's just say that I'm looking for someone. And
Who? Someone special?
yeah, I clutch up the collar of my shirt. My father.
I flinch. You're lucky.
I'm not so lucky. I even know him. I've never met him, actually.
Really?
He's actually told me some things about him. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed I'm a half-elf, right?
Yeah, I kind of got the impression that you were a half of something.
Oh, right, stupid question. Well, I'm half human on my mother's side. Half elf on my father's side. But I'll say this, I've never met him, but my mother's told me some things about him. She told me that he's a good man. Willing to follow his own... He's a man willing to follow his own heart.
That kind of sounds like my mother in a way.
Imagine that. My mother died, and I'm sure you know that my mother died of illness. Told you that?
Yeah, I kind of pat Zelion on the shoulder. That you kind of mentioned that earlier in the day.
I thank you. I kind of but it was a long time. It's a long time ago. I know, but there are reasons for leaving my father that I can't really exactly openly discuss to anybody at the moment.
Well, I'm in the same boat as far as I don't talk
Oh,
because of the deplorable things he's.
about it if you don't want to. I can respect that.
Thank you.
This
In some strange way, though, and this is just between you and me, Magnus, in some places, sometimes kind of acts like my does.
yeah, I know Magnus can come off as. I kind of glance over at the still unconscious Magnus, possibly.
Yeah, Pick is just currently just shoving him with a ladle at this point. All right, bud, wake up, come on.
Can I punch him in the face?
You could try and take a swing if you want, but just beware, you might have some consequences.
Go away! I'm gonna roll a strength check.
Yeah, oh, you gotta go for it.
Oh dear.
9.
Not even close.
You go for
Not
the
even
swing and he
close.
just dodges and is like, alright, but could somebody get this big loaf off me floor and into his room?
I know he can come. I'm like a brute at times. Even you've seen our arguments, but
Yeah.
we just have different. I guess we just have different ideals for how we plan things. I don't think he's not a bad person.
I'm
You're
gonna make a
worried
history
about-
check just so I can ask if I remember something.
Make a history check if you're wanting to recall something.
Hold on.
Okay.
History is.
I think I know what she's wanting to recall. 9. I think I know what you're wanting to recall, but I will say what you're wanting to recall, you can't remember the full details, but you're not sure if it's because of fear or because of something you don't want to bring up. But you can at least recall it kinda clearly.
If I remember off the top of my head correct, you both grew up in separate villages.
Oh, yeah. I suppose we did. I'm not really familiar with the village he grew up in. I'm just familiar with my own.
I see. I guess that orc side of him never really will. It will never really.
Yeah,
It'll
not.
get him killed eventually. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I can't say I disagree with that, but at the same time, I'm hoping it doesn't come down to that.
At this point, sorry, Pick is just going up to you, Septon, and goes, "Yeah, you're with the half orc, right?
Yeah.
Mind giving a hand to get this guy to his room?"
Also, I want some context. This guys were threatening to kill me?
No.
I heard, so all of a sudden I heard kill and Magnus. I'm like, what?
No, I think the wording was, it kind of gives you the feeling that you kind of want to do that. In other words, that annoying feeling, I think, is what the expression is, I think. Is that right?
No.
Oh.
No. You misinterpreted.
Sorry. I'm tired.
That's fine.
Okay, how many people are around Magnus?
Right now, there is just Magnus just flat on the floor.
If you could back up a little bit, sir. I walk up to Magnus and I cast Thunderclap.
Okay.
And if I may ask, what does that do?
I got a line for when I wake up.
You've got to make a Constitution 15 saving roll.
What was it? Thunderclap, yeah. Constitution saving throw, so roll disadvantage.
Imagine I get 2 20s.
You do. This is gonna
I so wish I wasn't out.
Natural 20, but you're rolling at disadvantage, remember? We got 2 fucking natural 20s.
Remember when I said imagine if I get 2 20s and it fucking happened? Oh my god,
If
damn
I
it!
could see you in real life, Chopper, I'd give you an up top.
Crying right now.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, that's
Yes.
it. He got 2 natural
That's
20s.
right.
That's it. Half-Life 3's confirmed. The moon is blue. That's it. All right.
What the fuck just happened?
Okay.
Well, not only did I resist that, it didn't even do anything to
So
me.
it didn't do any damage, but it still makes a sound that can be heard up to 100
Yeah,
feet away.
so hold on a sec. Mugbit, each creature in range besides you must pass a oh god. A creature in range. Everyone's in range in that bloody thing!
You're gonna blow out the windows, dude!
Mugbeard is blowing the whole place, oh god!
No, it's not me!
No, it's not, it's Secton. I'm gonna need everyone to make a constitution saving throw!
That's why I asked.
Are we
Everyone around Magnus.
Oh, well, what's the, hold on, what's the range on it?
5 feet.
5 feet, okay, no, he's fine, he's fine.
No, thunder can
Wait.
be heard up
Oh,
to
wait, I have
100 feet.
Oh,
Constitution 1.
Thunderclap is 100 feet.
It creates a burst of thunder
God.
sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range, which is range of 5 feet, must succeed on a
Oh.
Yep, it has a range separate from the sound.
alright, in that case, Zelion, Topaz, and everyone else, you're fine. Magnus got there, so...
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Damn it!
Alright, so he saved it, so no damage, but the noise is heard, and boom! It just echoes through the whole of the tavern, and it's just this loud, thunderous noise, just like... just echoes in the whole of the area.
I wonder if I wake up.
I'll say in this case, Magnus, Trilly, and Mugbeard, make a constitution check for me, please. We'll see if you wake up.
I thought it
Constitution
just
check, so
murdered
it'd be
the
a plus
table
2.
at that.
Yeah, so right now, Zelion, you look
Not only
away.
did I not wake up, I didn't even move.
21, 12, and 13. I'll say in this scenario, well, just over this. Sectum, what was your DC? Just help me on that one. What was the save on it, just for the record?
15.
15.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll say in this scenario, Magnus is still fast asleep. Trillium Mugbeard, you just get this sudden boom, which gives you this...
Holy shit!
And whereas up in the room, you just hear this...
Where the fuck did Trilly go?
I love that.
Is that the dinner bell?
Alright.
Why is it that I don't do high rolls on this crap, but I can't do it on attack?
Oh well. Guess it's just...
wasted all your
I'll
luck
just
on-
burst into the freaking tavern now.
Alright, at this point, Zelion, you turn and you see Ursula is not in your viewpoint at this point.
Ursula, where'd you go?
Down here. That scared me.
And look under the table.
I shot expected. You're a goddamn idiot. You know that, right?
You okay?
Ursula?
I just turn around and walk up to my room.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Does
Around the door
anybody
comes-
hear me?
Zelion might have heard you.
Oh. Well, I just shouted dissecting that he's a goddamn idiot.
Oh.
And I heard it, and I just turned around and walked away. I'm like, oh shit.
Since I'm awake, I'm just going to sit at the bar.
Okay.
Classic Mugbeard.
And I have a question I want to ask Trilly.
Go ahead. Trilly's up.
Okay, I want to ask Trilly how she's feeling after winning the drinking contest.
I won?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she didn't know that.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Look,
Gonna get another drink to celebrate.
Then I shake Trilly's hand to congratulate her on her victory.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I blew out a lung while laughing.
Oh God,
Trilly,
Chopper, are you okay?
That coughing you're hearing is me.
Oh,
Something
shoot.
happened. I'm gonna get my inhaler quickly.
Yeah, are you okay, dude?
Yes, please do.
you
Let me
alright?
grab my inhaler. I'll be fine.
Alright.
Alright.
I'll be back in a minute.
Trilly, I said I was going to buy you the second round. I say while I'm almost falling off.
Yeah. You try to climb on the stool and you just fall off it.
Okay. I kind of.
Okay, barkeep, I want 2 beer. Two? 1, 2. 2 beers, yes.
Well, the fact you're back up, I'll give you credit. Alright, what do you want? We've got the Husky House, or we have the Brandished Dale.
Which one's best?
I recommend the Dale.
Okay, we'll have 2 of them.
2 Dales. That'll be 5 silver for the pair.
I just kind of.
Okay, here it is.
I go.
Uh-oh.
Alright. So, yeah, so...
I crawl out from under the table and face Zelion. So, that was a refreshing chat, I think.
I kind of brush myself off, just kind of calming myself. Yeah, that loud.
I think I'm gonna head upstairs now.
Oh, all right. You going to be okay, Ursula?
I'll be fine. After I get a quick rest, and I think I'll be fine for the new day.
All right. Hey, Ursula.
Oh, don't worry.
Zelion, can you even hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, you kind of cut out on me. Sorry.
Alright, yeah, basically us...
After I get a good night's sleep, I'll be fine for a new...
Alright, I nod. Alright, fair enough.
Okay. I'm gonna go back upstairs now. Just kind of glancing around the room, sighing to myself for heading upstairs.
Right. Hey, Ursula?
I quickly look down. Yeah.
Yeah, just know that if you ever do need to talk, we'll be here for you.
I kind of give him a half smile and then nod and go upstairs.
Alright.
I smile back, and then just go back to, and then just kind of go back to the bar, just kind of sensing possible tension in the air.
Alright.
All right. Is it alright if I do one last thing before everybody heads off to bed?
Concerning I need to head to bed shortly in real life, yeah.
All right. Deciding to dispel the tension, I pull out my loot once again and decide to entertain everybody in the inn at the moment with stories and songs.
Make a bit, I'll say because you're trying to calm things a little bit, make a performance check, just a normal one.
Oh, I want to sing.
Oh, God! Go ahead,
I'm passed out, so I can't stop it.
14.
This might be the thing that wakes me up.
Yep.
My weird singing.
Natural 20!
I said to him, I rock it upwards and sense, who's he singing?
Yeah. So Zelion, as you're performing in a slightly more tired tone, you suddenly watch as this dwarven monk suddenly jumps up onto the bar stool and then suddenly begins to serenade in the best way he can. It's like the alcohol has made him better.
Yeah, it's booze.
I kind of laugh, and then Beard is singing. I do my best to kind of chime in and tell.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Trilly with a 20. What are you... Oh, Trilly, what are you performing with as well, by the way?
My panpipes.
Oh, Trilly joining in with some panpipes. Okay. All right. So, as you guys...
Apparently I played well when I'm pissed.
Apparently so.
Do a performance check and join in with my flute, so hang on a second.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. We got a merry band all of a sudden.
Well, if we ever decide to run, we can act as a troupe of musicians.
You could do, yeah. 22! Wow, so Topaz, not to be outdone, pulls out her flute from her bag, and she slowly makes her way up. She sort of dusts her hair, her blonde hair a little bit, and in time she begins to play her flute. And as this performance is going on, the crowd is feeling more at ease. They're clapping along, and as Mugbeard is showing off with his moves, everyone is basically just enjoying the evening. And as the night begins to slowly make its way, I'll say for the sake of time schedules, the merry band begins to celebrate for a good sort of hour before everyone suddenly begins to feel tucker out. The Ekowl is served up as a delicious meal for those who are downstairs and enjoying the fun. A little extra.
Am I awake at this point?
Yeah, I'll say the smell kind of did it. There's a little extra for the performers who ended up performing well who did the merry band just then, as well as a little extra for Magnus, as he's the one who basically is drunk off his head and is downstairs, so he's enjoying it a little bit to soothe off. And Ursula just...
Hair of the dog?
Yeah. I think we might have a little left.
Okay.
No. Now with that, as you guys are enjoying the evening, the time schedule's down, people begin to unwind and leave, and with that, Pick says that the bar will be closing up, and with that, everyone makes their way to their rooms. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen!
Nice.
Alright!
Yeah.
So,
It is topical because we're losing our perception because we're falling asleep.
yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. So, with that, the perceptions rolled low. Guess it's time for us to
now
go.
It's time to go.
Exactly. So, can I just say, that was good fun, ladies and gentlemen. That was good.
That was a lot of fun.
For the record, I'm going to confess, yeah, the fact that drinking contest and everything after that knocked my plan from 60 to 40!
Wow.
This is now where I do that thing from Matt Mercer. I just pull out the piece of paper, just rip it like, continue.
I didn't have plans anyway. Damn it.
I don't know what you're talking about, flamethrower. Alright, but with that said, as we say, that's it for the show. Hope you guys have had a blast. Now, sad to say, next week, I don't think we can really have a session, because I think, Septon, you actually have an appointment, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yep, so you won't be able to make it at all, will you?
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth trying to have me in it.
Alright, well, I'll say what we're going to do is we'll have a talk and we'll figure out whether we do one next week but Secton gets minimal in it, or we wait for 2 weeks and everyone is back. At least that's the plan of action. That's the secret word of the day!
Hey.
What do I win? A 5-knuckle sandwich. Oh. I wanted a 3. Anyway, but
I
with
wanted a peanut.
$20 can buy many peanuts.
How? Explain.
Money can be exchanged for goods and values.
Woo!
I love the Simpsons moment. Please, if everyone remembers the best moment. Fresh victims for my ever-going army of the undead. Sorry, I forgot to let go of the button. Oh, well, son of a bitch!
Best moment of this day? Well, there was Trilly winning.
Yeah, highlight of the episode, Trilly. Can I say that drinking contest was such fun?
I really wanted her to win.
Yeah, but it was actually.
I was trying to
I
stay in
came in
character,
second,
and
that's
I
all
was
that matters.
laughing my ass off at that.
How do you think? How do you think I?
Fuck beard.
Yeah, that was. I'm highlighting that, and that's going up on the channel. But with that.
In a drinking contest.
But with that actually said, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit the subscribe button on YouTube and check us out here on Twitch. A huge special thank you to everyone who turned up, and we apologize on how things have gone about this. I'm sorry I didn't have more planned. It was partially because I had porno nights being planned out, but also work had me covering a couple of extra shifts, so I had time and not so time. So my apologies for not having there, but you know, this proves improvisation makes the dream work. Who is writing on my map again?
No.
Somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Be prepared. All right, Scar. Who wrote?
Be prepared.
Though the role you got was a nat 1, now we're done. That wasn't bad.
Catchy.
Yeah, thank you. I know that your perception's crap. And fighting skills
Not
on.
so catchy.
Am I?
The movie?
Yeah,
Damn it.
just Scar and Ed and all the other hyenas just pulling out a board and just going with Scar going, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Anyway,
Yes. Anyway, let's end this because we got to end this properly. Hope you guys have had a blast. We've had fun. But with that said, it's goodbye from your Dungeon Master, Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers. It's goodbye from Chopper.
Later.
It's goodbye from Aeon.
Bye.
Goodbye from Secton.
See ya.
Goodbye from Lena.
Sayonara, peoples.
Good night from Aeon.
Bye again.
I am tired. Goodbye from Raven.
Hello. Oh no, bye.
You're getting confused. And goodbye from Dell.
Boy, everybody!
And with that said, the perception's gone low. And sorry, Heidi. Sorry, I'm tired.
Smurf.
Smurf.
Bye.
All right. With that said,
Hey.
this is now the end of our session. This is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers signing off on Let's Play Live Perception Check. Stay charged and catch you all later. Goodbye.
Guilty as charged.